a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
To see this one.
These two have been waiting for this one for quite some time, and to be honest, so have I.
Salute, and welcome to class, guys. Welcome to class. We on the late night tip tonight. Y'all come on in. Y'all hit that like button. Keep in mind that we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater to the truth. We cater to common sense. And we do not complicate that, guys. We got a good one tonight, y'all. For those of you that may not be a WWE fan, do not be alarmed. You still can take mucho knowledge from this live stream. Plus, I got my good guys with me tonight. Yo. Yes, I do. I got my guy KDH, and I got my guy Jalen Boss in the house. Let me let them on in. Y'all guys hit that like button because we're going to have some fun tonight. What's going on, guys? Salute to the brothers, man. Welcome to class. You gotta unmute. Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
Yep.
Got you.
Unmute.
Yeah, what's good with it, brother? Goodbread.
What's going on, Goodbread?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm cool, calm, and relaxed, bro. I'm getting ready to let's get to it. I like this topic.
That's what's up. KDH,
I'm ready to dive in.
You told me this is our world right here, man.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
It's our world.
It's what I see all the time, man.
That's a fact.
It's gonna be connected to what you talk about, though.
That's a fact. We're going to connect it to the red pill tonight, guys. So, y'all see the title. WWE releases former NXT World's Champion, Women's Champion, Mandy Rose, guys. And this, guys, is going to show you that we live in a hell of a time. We live in a hell of a time when I tell you. It's crazy out here, guys. All these women think they can do whatever they want to do, and there should be no consequences. No consequences, guys. So let me get on into the story, guys, because doesn't sound like WWE gave Mandy Rose the option to take down adult content before firing her. So now, fellas, we all adults. You are this brand's champion. You are this company's champion. Women's champion. You don't know better. You don't know better to not have pornographic adult style pictures all over the internet.
Of course you do. But I think we set a tone of a lack of accountability in general, right? So I don't think she really felt like there would be consequence behind, going against the protocol, which it usually isn't. We living in the same country where a false police report can put a man in jail 6 years, 7 years, like Brian Banks. And then when they find out that it all was a lie, what happens? We see Megan Thee Stallion, right? Once we see Tory Lanez beat this case, which he is, what do y'all think's about to happen? Nothing. We set that tone. So, I mean, obviously, she is just going along with the pattern that we have been seeing for the past, I ain't been alive 40 years, but from what I hear from the OGs, this been going on too long, since the 80s. So,
right. That's a fact. KDH, what's your thoughts, man? She didn't know?
Well, she knew the consequences. Like I said before, like I told you before, Goodbread, she knew the consequences. They said that they warned her everything to take the stuff down. She didn't think she would get terminated. She thought she'd get slapped on the wrist, like a fine or suspension. And like what he said, it's they think that not supposed to happen to them. Supposed to be no consequences. Like if anything do happen, it's a slap on the wrist, or or a warning. But like you said, she's defending the brand. She's the champion. Been champion for over a year.
Right.
And it don't make sense. It don't make sense. You're like one of the top rated people on the show. They're going to be watching you at all times. They're going to watch everything you do. And she, to her, think that this is the illusion. She thought nothing was going to happen to her. I just don't get that.
It's entitlement. It's entitlement at best.
But because they said if it was a man doing that stuff, they would quickly throw him under the bus and get him terminated.
She didn't need the money. She didn't need the money. Financially,
No.
It would have been a better idea not to do it. It was to make a statement, which a lot of women make, that I can do whatever I want and you can't do anything about it.
And
that's just what the bottom line of it.
Yeah.
Financially, she lost money doing that. She lost money. Think about that for a second.
And it's attention too. She wants more attention. She knows she does it. She's going to gain more attention and more prominence, and also gain new fans and keep the old ones that she has now. So it's attention, and like you say, don't need the money, but it's more for modern women attention. I call it. She's wanting attention. That's the bottom line. She wants
attention to the point where you're destroying yourself, right? You're losing. I never understood. If you're going to break the rules, at least let it be beneficial. I told this to my baby moms before. If you're going to make fucked up decisions and you're going to treat people wrong, at least let it be beneficial. Don't screw over. Don't drop the bag. Don't drop the bag.
Man, you gotta love him. Yo, boss, man. Let them know your channel, man. There you go.
Man, it's Jalen Boss. It's Jalen Boss on YouTube. Next thing coming. Definitely gonna see me with Goodbread from now on. But yeah, man. I'm not gonna try to cuss, but I'm messing with him the long way. and this is about to be the new thing. I haven't met bro yet. What you say? What's your name again?
That's
KDH.
KDH.
KDH. You know, I'm definitely liking the vibes that you bring into the table. So yeah, Jalen Boss. But this ain't about me
Jalen
right
Boss.
now. You feel me? I'm on Goodbread show.
I mean, gotta love him. Yo, and check it out, guys. Did y'all hear some other entitlement? And it ties into this story right here. Did y'all hear about Brittany Griner? She's now speaking up because she want to get the other military man that I guess she met back in Russia. She want to get that American guy freed. And now this is the shit that I'm talking about. You ain't been home but a hot 48 hours before you go speaking up for another breaker of rules to get him over. You should be happy that you're here.
Which one you talking about? I know you can't be talking about the Marine.
Yeah.
The Marine?
Yes.
Yeah, it
I
is the
don't
Marine,
know,
isn't
man.
it?
I feel like
I heard a little about it earlier. I heard a little bit about it. I don't know much about it.
I don't know, bro. I feel like he should have. Maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's like survivor's guilt because he's been there way longer, and I don't even think he really like broke much of a law. So, and everybody is saying he should have been in her position. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't like the situation at all. I
But
think that
is
is
she
a.
saying, let me go switch with him? Let
Oh
me
no,
swap me
you know,
for him?
you know that ain't about.
I mean,
No,
that's when it's
no.
like, don't mention it and be happy that you're home and just
Yeah, yeah, that's
Just be
true.
quiet. She just needs to be quiet. That's all she needs to do, honestly. Why are you even
That's
talking
true.
about that? If
Because
anything, she gonna
national
say that.
security has been put at risk over her. Somebody that we didn't know, that nobody knew.
yeah. So
But at
I
the
think
same time, that's where the entitlement comes from because y'all do know WNBA is funded by the NBA, right?
mhm.
Yep.
It loses $10 million a year. And these are the same ones that are telling us that they deserve more money. From where? You're not even earning the money that you're getting to begin with.
Facts.
No
All facts.
disrespect.
Correct.
No
Nope.
disrespect. It's
Well,
a
Nope.
they don't
fact.
get the viewership. It's no viewer. Who watches WNBA anyway?
Forget the
Where's the
viewership.
viewership
Are
at?
they selling jerseys?
No,
Nothing.
that's what. But it
The
starts with the
stadium
viewership,
can't be
though.
selling the
Yeah.
food, the popcorn getting stale.
Facts.
The drinks, they getting soft and losing the fizz. They're just wasting food and
But they're
resources.
barely on. They're barely on TV as
That's
is. They hardly ever on TV. I mean, who goes to the games? I don't think anybody goes to the games. I mean,
It's charity ball. That's what it is. It's charity ball,
it's
and
charity ball though.
that's no disrespect because me being who I am, right? I would be crazy to be, funded by someone for doing something where I'm not profitable and then turning around and saying I need more money.
Right.
yeah,
That's what we facing.
it's an entitlement. It's an entitlement. Back to the main point. It comes all the way back to the entitlement part. And like I
Right.
said before, Liz Cambridge, she doing what? OnlyFans? She left because she won't get no money. She get more money off OnlyFans. They don't want to be athletes. They just want the entitlement. They don't want to play ball or wrestle. They just want the entitlement and want the money for the entitlement. They
That's
don't
a
want to put
fact.
in the work. They don't want
That's
to
a
put in the
fact.
work. They don't want to put in the work. They just want the money.
Nah,
They want the same amount of money as us, but do less work for it, which is what blows my mind.
right.
Yeah,
And it's your fault. It's
it's
your fault that they
right.
ain't getting it.
It's the
It's my fault.
it's the equal
Yeah.
result instead of just being cool with the equal opportunity. They don't, that's not enough. They want the exact result for like just because they participated. Fuck the
Oh,
results of my
okay.
fuck.
This how I see
Yeah.
it, good Brad. What they don't appreciate is the fact that as a man, our highs are higher. We can reach a higher level, but our lows are lower too. Because I had this conversation the other day. If me and a woman are in a household, we in a relationship, we lose that house, who's gonna be homeless longer? Me or her?
Right.
The man gonna be
The
homeless
man?
longer.
Right.
The man? Because guess what? Not only another man, another woman is gonna take her in faster than me.
Facts.
Yeah, society's gonna look out for the woman first. They gonna look before they look for any man. They're gonna
Well,
protect the
tell me,
woman
just
also.
keep it real for a second, can we? or am I being misogynistic right now? People always keep saying, like, come on now. I'm not the type of dude that's got animosity or nothing. I just tell it how it is. And when you tell it how it is, the isms come. The isms, sexism, racism.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
like
no,
the truth.
they know over here at the Righteous Fair, I promote that. And right now, we good because we ain't curse yet. I ain't say the B word. Y'all peep that. I've been doing good,
Yeah.
yo. I've
Oh,
been
you've been
doing
doing great.
good. I've been doing
I had to
because
catch myself.
they
And
know.
Yeah.
I slipped.
Hey, what's going on? We got my guy E. Taylor. What's going on? E. Taylor 704 in the house. Aviator Views. What's up, my guy? We got CeeLo Myers in the
Aviator.
house. That's what's up, man. We know we're an intimate bunch over here, right here, guys. We ain't for everybody. Everybody don't like the truth. A lot of people like to play in mud. They like to play in the gray area, and we remove all
Playing
that
cat
over
litter.
here.
Playing
Yeah,
that
they
cat
love that
litter.
cat litter. They love that. They got their elbow deep in that cat litter, hiding it for their moms, for their hell of a mother. But in any event, guys, we out here tonight, man. We out here, and we got a different style of content, but it's all the same thing. You got a raggedy bitch. It's a raggedy.
You just said it.
See, there you go. There you go.
That's just one.
All right, I'm due one. I'm due one. I'm due one, yo. I'm due one, but forget it. You know what I mean? Sheesh. All right, y'all. So let's get back to the story. Let me read this story, man. Y'all know I hate this shit, man. Where's OKL at, man? Okay, hurry up, man.
The Dean.
All
The
right.
Dean.
Does it sound like WWE gave Mandy Rose the option to take down adult content before firing her? All right. WWE release of Mandy Rose brought up a lot of questions and spurred a lot of debate. Central to much of discussions was whether or not Rose declined to remove more risque material from her FanTime pay site before she was booked to drop the NXT Women's title and fired. Apparently, she wasn't, at least according to Dave Meltzer's sources. He wrote about that and why WWE officials viewed Rose's situation differently in the week's weekly Observer newsletter. It is believed she was fired without being given the option to take the stuff down and tone down her site. Those in the company felt that had no other choice than to fire her because she was an active performer on the roster, and these were public photos and videos for customers. Unlike several of the women stars who have had their personal private photos hacked and released without their knowledge or permission, where the company saw the talent as the victims. So you mean to tell me this old dummy posted these pictures? She posted these pictures, yo.
Yep.
We good brothers, and I don't know, Jalen. When we good brothers, right? So
Yeah.
when we know one thing, we know for sure is this.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds.
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one!
We
Oh
know.
man.
We know when we see him. Crazy. Crazy. The difference between Mandy's subscription only content and past hack leaks has also been an element of the discourse around her release from the jump. And I guess it is good that management recognized those differences, especially for talent that has had their privacy violated in that way. But should Rose have had been given the option to return to the kind of swimsuit and lingerie shoots that her site started with? Or was there simply no going back once she begun posting more subjective and explicit content.
It's no
It's
going back.
also, Go
No,
ahead, bro.
No,
We have
no,
adults.
no
We
going
have
back
because
from
she
that.
need to learn her. She need to learn her lesson. They
Mm-mm.
had to make an example out of her, man. They had
We
to
got
make an
to
Exactly.
example out of
understand
her.
nowadays, we got Capri Sun wrestling, as I said before. This isn't the Attitude Era. That's like you watching My Wife and Kids, and then you see Damon Wayans, pull his package out. You can't even watch it the same anymore. Your children can't watch it the same anymore. This is a family oriented thing. And to
Right.
think, go ahead, take off, take
Right.
off.
You right, bro. You right. It's family
Yeah,
oriented. Now,
yeah.
man, listen. Cook, boy. Cook,
For
man.
real.
You
For real, it's
hitting
a
that.
family oriented thing. And for you to put that out into the public, into, you know what? It's almost like the mind game that you get at home. Because when, women do certain stuff and then look at you like they don't even know what just happened. She just did that. The only difference is she just fumbled $1 million bag that had to be in the millions.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, just for the
you
sake of
know,
a game.
and you know what's crazy? This goes to show their short term thinking too, because that money hitting, that fans only money must be hitting real good right now for you to just throw away your perks, your benefits, your long term benefits, because you get the medical with the
Oh, yeah.
wrestling, you get all that. You know what I mean? Long term.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
So
two, in the wrestling community, it stains her name. Like you can't go to AEW, Impact, New Japan, for example. You can't go nowhere else because you have ruined your reputation because you're gonna be known as a girl who likes to post nude photos. You think a wrestling company's gonna want to take you on like that? You're a risk and a liability. You're not an asset to that company.
facts,
Exactly.
facts. So now, guys, let's go on and get started. You know what I mean? We gave our little intro. That's our intro right there, guys. What we doing tonight, yo? How we gonna do it, Jalen? We gonna go. How we gonna go? We normally
We're gonna do it any way you want it. Come
we
on
got
now. A lot of people don't know I did stand up comedy and improv. This is natural, bro. Let's get it wherever you want to take it to.
all right, because we normally go. We got Bible, we got biblical, entertainment, and then we got education. So, in which order do you guys want to go tonight, guys?
Well, I don't understand how we gonna go to biblical because doing something like that, that lady can't believe in God, no type of God. To the point where you want to post your nudes, to the point where you gonna lose a bag. Oh, I don't know. However you gonna tie that into that, I'm gonna be impressed.
Oh,
You
no
could do the
doubt.
biblical first. You could do
Yeah,
entertainment
I'm
later,
ready.
and then
I'm really curious to how he going.
yeah,
Yeah, tie that in for me because I'm
yeah, you
curious.
do biblical first, educational and entertainment later. Say the entertainment for later on and put the real stuff in first. That's what I would do.
Let's get it then. You already know where we going now, guys. So, the biblical behind this is I gotta remind my ladies what a lady is. Because for some weird reason, you females forgot what God gave y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all run around here and y'all talk about what your mother gave y'all. And she gave y'all stupidity. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. She gave y'all confusion. She ain't give y'all the right stuff. You know what I
No,
mean? The stuff y'all was supposed to get was supposed to be from your creator, from your father. You know what I mean? You were supposed to get these things from your father. You know what I mean? Ladies, so I gotta remind y'all, because I don't want to come off as bashing, I don't want to come off as misogynistic, I don't want to come off as not helping you ladies, because some weird reason in our community, you ladies don't seem to understand how much we love you, because the truth is love. And when we tell the truth and we get on here and we tell the truth, that's love. The truth is love. The instructions, our basic instructions say that the truth is love. You know what I mean? So y'all sit around these people that y'all say y'all love all day and y'all duck and avoid conversations like this. Y'all run around town screaming, God is good, and you don't appreciate, honor anything he gave you. Everything he gave you, you done remixed and changed and altered, and all y'all. Yeah, not all. Not all y'all bitches is real. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta be me. It's Friday. It's Friday, man.
You
Y'all
gotta let it
know
loose.
anybody that got sensitive feelings, who's in here? Who want to do the honors, man? Get the hell out of here. CeeLo, take them on out of here, man. If they got sensitive feelings, if they want to play this fake worldly shit, like if they ain't got somebody in their family that got a sailor mouth, and they let them rock because they like them, because they give them $20 every now and then or whatever the case may be, but they like them. So they don't check none of their bad behavior or none of their foul language. They love that. They could curse. They could say 1,000 curse words. As long as they allow them to use them, they care. So you don't come in this classroom playing yourself, man. And ladies, yo, y'all gonna learn today. Y'all gonna learn today, yo. When you come in these spaces, we allow y'all to come in these spaces. Don't be misconstruing shit. Don't be trying to take bits and pieces. You sit and you learn. You know what I mean? You sit and you learn. That's how we do over here. Y'all know how we do. We don't pander to the women over here, but we try to help y'all ladies. You know what I mean? We try to help y'all ladies. And in order to help y'all ladies, we got to strengthen the brothers. So when you hear us talking like this and you hear the brothers venting, we strengthening the brothers. Remember, trigger is pain. That's weakness leaving your body, ladies. All right? When you go to the gym and you hit that treadmill, you get off that treadmill, your thighs and your legs, your calves be burning, right? Because you exercise that muscle. So when I get up here and I say some real true shit that you ain't never heard because your mother didn't learn it, your mother didn't teach it, and if she did learn it and teach it, she didn't have enough time to teach it to you, and when you needed to learn it, to adapt to it and scrub it into your brain. So now you would have been brought up with so much false information scrubbed in your brain. We got to unscrub it. That's why I'm repetitive, because you know how much and how long you've been busting your head. As long as you've been beating your head, it's as long as I got to re-beat you in your head. All right? I told you guys, stupidity can't make you smart. And poverty can't make you rich. All right? We got to stop hating people and we got to start watching and mimicking. Stop hating on people. All right? Now let's get this work, y'all. Let's get this work. All right, we going to the biblical. Let's tie this in from my guy Jalen and let's show him how bad we is, man.
Man,
Ladies, I need y'all to understand. 1 Peter 3:3-6. Now, I mean, they're not going to read this one to you in your church because they want you to feel good and feel like offering up. But I don't ask you for nothing. I just ask that you change and you try better and you do better. All right? Do not let your adornings be external. The braiding of your hair and the putting on of gold. Now, he said external. You ladies run around here and you associate everything with look. Look is external. All right? Y'all associate everything with look. Oh, but you ugly. Oh, yeah, because y'all run and y'all high off stupidity and y'all playing the looks Olympics, don't mean guys gotta play that game with you. We ain't gonna play that game with you. You know what I mean? Braiding of the hair and putting on of gold jewelry or the clothing you wear. But let your adorning be the hidden person of the heart. Come on, ladies. Like, y'all so greedy at heart. Y'all not understanding. This is in your basic instructions. Y'all love reading shit. Y'all love reading between the lines. How about y'all read this Bible? You know what I mean? How about y'all read this Bible? This is our instructions, ladies. This will let you know how to get the blessing. I mean, y'all scream, God is good. What God you serving, ladies? This is in our instructions. Why is everybody running from the instructions? This is the basic instructions before leaving Earth. This is the human being handbook. This ain't got nothing to do with God. I ain't asked you to pray. I ain't asked you to stop eating pork. I'm asking you to read. And they say knowledge is power, right? So what you running from? Y'all niggas make any excuse not to read some real true shit that make you change. That's what it is. Y'all niggas don't want to change. It's hard. It's hard. It's tough, guys. It's tough. But you could do it. It's a mental thing. It's mental. That's why I get on here and I kick the shit out of everything. Everything that got bad behavior, because you need that trigger. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. You're going to avoid it. Even if you're hearing me for the first time, I don't expect you to get it. But I know one thing, you'll be back. You'll be back. Even if you just tune in for 3 whole minutes and I turn you off, you'll be back for 5, for 10, 20, the hour. Next thing you know, you're super chatting, because ain't nobody that tuned into this channel, The Righteous Fear, can't know. Everybody that tuned into this channel since the time they found this channel and they faithfully tune into this channel and they believe in me, could honestly tell you at least 3 things that changed in their life. Whether they small things, if you're paying attention. Pay attention, guys, because I know a lot of y'all don't know how to keep track of your good progress. So you doubt yourself. Your mama beat you, your belief in you out you so bad. It got you believing in her like your world revolves around her so bad you lose track of what you really do good. You got to keep track. Think about it, guys. Since you watched this channel and heard my mouth, because that's all you heard. You just heard my mouth. Since you heard my mouth, think about it. How many of y'all can honestly testify that something little, this shit popped off. This shit popped off in your life. This, you know what I mean? God damn it, if you super chatted me, if you ever donated anything, shit. Because that, you done got a double blessing on a blessing, because y'all all know I'm going to take the super chat and make somebody else happy with it. And that's how I get my blessing. So you the one that started that whole mechanism. And this is how I guarantee you, if you following me, if you faithfully following me, everything popping off in your life right now for the good, unless you just a dummy and you just turning down shit scared, being scary. Now remember, you either playing the risk game or the blame game, guys. Let's get back to it. And ladies, that go for y'all too. I know a lot of you ladies that be tuned in quietly in the clouds, but be sucking in everything I say and fixing yourself. And I'm cool with that. That's my purpose. That's my purpose. You know, I'm not here to just bash you, put you down. I need you to take this information and apply it to yourself. You know what I mean? This is for everybody. We all God children. Work. You know what I mean? Adorning, be the hidden person of the heart with the imperishable beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which in God's sight is very precious. For this is how the holy women who hope in God use to adorn themselves by submitting to their own husband, as Sarah obeyed Abraham. Salute to Mrs. Goodbread, calling him Lord. And you are her children if you do good and do not fear anything. This is, give me 1 second. This, do not fear anything. That is frightening. All right, man. Don't be scared. Like I said, stop operating from a sense of scarcity, guys. Now, you operate from a sense of scarcity when you know you full of shit. And when you know you out here doing bullshit. When you know you out here ain't doing nothing, you're going to always be operating from a sense of scarcity. Because you know who else was out here not doing nothing, operating from a sense of scarcity? Cain. Brother Cain. Remember, he lost his purpose. He was roaming around and he operated from scarcity. He lost his purpose because he operated from scarcity. He wanted to be stingy and not sacrifice nothing. You know, we got 2 types of black brothers. 2 types of us. We sacrifice it all. We sacrifice likability. Because y'all niggas want to be liked. Y'all want everybody to like y'all. So y'all sit around here and lie all day and pander to bullshit. I mean, do you want to be liked or do you want to be successful? Because you can't be both. You know what I mean? All right, next one, man. Where we at? Proverbs 31:28. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praise her. Now, do you sisters think y'all worthy of this verse right here? Y'all children is not rising up and calling y'all blessed. Y'all children, honestly, truthfully, they don't like y'all. Y'all saw the videos that we do on this channel. We have honest children that tell us every time they get a chance that their mother got a hell of a mindset. That's why I get that name, hell of a mother. You know what I mean? They don't praise y'all. Y'all took that unbalance. Y'all unbalanced them trying to prove a point. You know what I mean? Kids will tell you anything when you clutch on to them and keep them on your plantation. It's your plantation. So y'all run around here thinking, oh, you did good. Oh, when your kid get a chance to really speak and talk, that's when they tell the truth. You know what I mean? You don't let them tell you the truth. So stop the cap. All right? They not praising y'all. They not worshiping y'all. They not honoring y'all. All right, and that's the verses. That's all the verses I got for tonight because mainly they're gonna this is a cherry pickable topic when it comes to the virtuous woman. I could have went to the virtuous woman and all of that. You know what I mean? But we can get straight on into the education part now. You know what I mean? Because women done forgot. They done lost their mind. They forgot what men are looking for in women, and for some weird reason they think we don't get an option. They think we don't get a preference. Like. They can tell us they want a tall man. They can describe the whole Mr. Goodbread, but Mr. Goodbread can't tell them nothing. He can't tell them nothing. That shit crazy. So
Yeah,
we
like
have
you
a girl here,
Lego or
Lux.
something, man. Like we Lego people, right? Like build a nigga workshop, right? They
Cause
put
I
you
build
together.
him.
They put you together inch by inch, all the way down to the skin tone. Like you're a character from Saints Row or something like that. You feel me? This is not a video game. So
Facts though. You ain't never lied though, man.
No, not at all. The women. The problem is women, like you said, they don't want us saying nothing. We supposed to just accept everything that they have, whatever, but they get to have the nerve to be picky on what they want, what they don't want.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's get into the education part before we get on into the entertainment, the fun part. It's gonna be some booty meat, y'all. Booty meat. That's what they call it in WWE. I be hearing the fans. They simp for this girl right now. They simping for Mandy Rose. They mad as hell.
They
They
sipping
crying.
hard for her.
They
Hard.
simping hard. Men is fighting for her to get her job back, bro. They don't understand that if the longer she stay fired, the more content she could give them.
right, as if she did nothing wrong. It's crazy, man.
Yo,
Broke the rules. She broke the
what
rules,
Man,
man. You gotta suffer consequences for that.
what's down is up and what's up is down, guys. Let's get on into this education. Y'all already know we're gonna cut it up after each one. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, y'all breathe. You know what I mean? Y'all know how we do over here.
Gentlemen, live from Harlem, New York, put your hands together for Mr. Goodbread. You bitch ass nigga. You better recognize and you better
15 things men look for in a woman. Hello, Alexers. This is going to be an interesting one. We know you're always interested in growing, so it made sense to put together a video like this one for both the ladies and the gentlemen in our community. We want all of you to go through this list, no matter what gender you identify as, and see either how important this is to you or how well you're doing in each department. Because really, these are just qualities to look for in any partner. We'll try our best to bring forward our unique perspective on each of these to keep things interesting. We promise this is the only video you'll need to watch on this topic, but you have.
I promise y'all that. I promise y'all that. Y'all know how we do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. I don't ask y'all for much, but we trying to get 50 likes on this video. I need 50 likes at least on this video, guys. Come on now. Quality information.
Have to watch until the end. If you're looking to become an alpha woman, it's important to master as many of the items on this list as you can. If you do, you'll find that people will treat you differently.
Ladies, remember that term. I don't even know why Alux said that, and I'd kick her in her coochie if she was standing here. But don't ignore that term. You're not trying to be no alpha woman. Ain't no such thing as no alpha woman. God ain't create that. But she's trying to. What she should have said is, "You trying to be a conservative, humble female, a real woman, not this good woman shit." Told you about these good women's. No, we want real women's. Us real men, we want real women. We want our real sisters. You know what I mean, our real woman.
You'll feel better. You'll feel more powerful and more in control of the world around you. This is not about appealing to some male fantasy of the perfect woman, but evolving into the best version of yourself. With that said, here are the 15 things men look for in a woman. Number 1, looks. We wanted to take care of this one straight out the gate.
Guys, y'all want to chime in on that? Straight out the gate.
I guess when you think about what context is she really talking about, this seems like a clean cut type of thing. So it's funny that she brings up looks first as if this is like, promoting how to get a sexual affair. So I'm really trying to understand what type of relationship is she trying to promote here, try to push for people to get? Because personally, number one for most men ain't looks. Number one, if you want a real relationship with somebody, I feel like most men want cooperation. They want support. They want peace. So I mean, and you can look at somebody and they be complete chaos when you finally get to know them. So I guess this must be to promote, just a hookup or something like that. If not, then but you know what I love? It's always a woman's voice, right? When we talk about what men want, like I've seen this so many times, like it is a woman voice telling us what men are looking for. So I mean, maybe I'm just different.
No, you on the sign right there. But remember, she got 15 of them. She got 15 of them. She just put looks on the top. What you
Oh,
saying, KDH?
Looks is. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all want a woman that's attractive, but it shouldn't be number one though. I
yeah, that's what I was
mean,
saying.
Right.
I mean, we want, like he said, want cooperation. We want respect. We want someone that's agreeable. And you could be the most beautiful woman in the world. If you're not having those other qualities, it's gonna make you look ugly at the end of the day.
Right. Right.
I mean, looks is cool. I mean, I'm not saying we want an ugly woman either. Yeah, but
that's what I think she was saying. Like, if you look at it from if she's teaching the woman, if she's speaking to the woman, like if she's speaking to the woman, she's kind of telling them, yo, make sure you keep your looks up to par. More to say, like, you have to make sure you are in the gym. Don't just let yourself go. Type vibe. That's how I took it when I first heard it. But I do agree that it shouldn't have been first on the list if you're gonna say
number
what
one.
men want.
No, it should be
No,
towards
no,
the bottom of
no,
the list.
no.
Definitely.
That's subconsciously not gonna give a good taste for men, when you put looks as number one,
But
but
again, you said it, you touched on it, Jay. You said who's speaking. So looks
exactly.
is always number one to them. And is there. Everything is look to them.
And that's what we talking about. Look, we see the behavior, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, when men like looks when they were young, but when you get older, you don't care about looks as much as you used to. I mean, average young men do care about looks. We always at that point where we really care about looks, but as you have more experience with women and you go down as you get older, that's not the top of your list no more.
listen, the average man is gonna take a 7 over a 10 that cheats on him. Can we all agree on that?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not the average. Because the average nigga.
Well, they take 4s now, 49ers. That's why I call them 49ers.
I know, but
they'll take a 3.
if given the options, but like, listen, you could get this 7 right here. She's a
But I see
nerd.
what you mean, though.
I know what you
just
mean,
saying,
but that's us. That's us critical thinkers. That's us with some common sense. Bro, battery's not included in a lot of these brothers, bro. Their
Man,
mother took it out. Mother got them running around here with half a battery pack in them.
Hey, it's different out here. I'm just speaking for me, but
Yeah, you can't do that when you got an
yeah,
audience, bro.
hey.
All right, let's see what it is.
Yes, we are biological beings programmed to reproduce. Yes, we are a selfish species which judges a book by its cover. But looks are more than that. The way a person looks tells the world a lot about who this person is. Your aspect is like your personal life resume stapled to your forehead. In terms of physical appearance, men have different preferences, but they all want you to be healthy. They want to know you're taking care of yourself and of your body. This translates to the flush of your skin, the fitness of your body, and the energy the person is putting out. Make an effort to look better and make it a priority, because when you look great, you feel great. Here's a pro tip for the ladies out there. Men prefer a more natural look in the detriment of more colorful makeup. In nature, a creature is poisonous. Also, if you're going to use foundation, make sure you blend it into your neck. Nobody wants to see you looking like those Neapolitan ice creams. The secret is to use every tool at your disposal to improve the way you look, but do it in a way that they can't tell you're doing it. Number 2, confidence.
All right, guys, y'all want to chime in on number 2? Confidence, number 2.
All I could tell you is my personal my personal preference, and quite frankly, that's not important to me at all, to be honest. Um, I actually like a more humble type of woman, like the type of chick who doesn't even realize what she is, the type of chick who underestimates herself. You feel me? Because when she brings what she actually has to the table, it's going to be so much more special. But personally, yeah, I mean, from what I'm hearing, a lot of guys are different nowadays. But I mean, confidence, I mean, I like them shy and reserved, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tricky one because I like confident. This is so I know what you're talking about, man. I can't even explain it. But it's a certain type of. I need a girl that's confident enough. I need a girl that's confident in me. That's a whole different style of confidence. I mean, when she like some girls would be more confident in you than they are in themselves. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's true.
Yeah.
I would say for confidence, it's long. Don't have no low self esteem about yourself because it's from what I've seen when women have very low confidence, they're damaged at that point. A lot of them are
good point.
damaged.
Good point.
So I would like a woman to have some confidence, but not too much where she's full of herself either. So just right in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like, is it really realistic to think that they would have a realistic assessment of self? I mean, so it's like either over or under. And if I have to choose, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to go with under because over is what makes fours tell me that they tens like they do on my page all the
Yeah.
time. And that's when you put in a position where you have to hurt someone's feelings. And I'd rather not be in that position. I'd rather be in a position to tell her like, oh no, you so much more than what you think you are. What do you mean you only a 6, you an 8? You feel me? 'Cause I don't want to be the person to have to humble somebody. That's not fun for me. So I mean, if it's realistic to think that it's going to be a healthy assessment of self in this social media age, then I go for that. But I just don't know how likely that is to find someone like that. Like sevens don't say they sevens, right?
That's a fact.
No, sevens don't exist. They think a 10 or I don't think they tens or they below a 7.
Yeah, they either 10 or it's complete self hate,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So
And the biblical on that, guys, is what Jay is saying is dead on, spot on, because we want the naive girl. I told you, you want Eve, not Lilith. Lilith is overconfident. Eve
Exactly.
is naive. But see, the trick is, this is where confidence is tricky because had Eve had a little bit more confidence in herself to know that she is better, she was created to be a better woman than the one who pitched her that apple, then we wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? So it's just something to think about, guys. Something to think about.
You got a point.
Before we get into this, there's a fine line between a woman that's confident and one that's arrogant. You better learn the difference because one sparks a fire in the people around her, while the other drives people away. Although some men say they find confident women intimidating, it's more about education than anything else.
All right, yo, we're going to clear this up once and for all. I got the best two guys on here that could clear this up. Real men don't find no women intimidating. Like, I don't give a fuck what you got. Word. Like, you know what I mean? I don't get what they mean by women intimidate men. Like, hardworking women don't intimidate men.
They intimidate certain type of men. Cut you off. They intimidate weak men. So yeah, I do believe that, but that's for certain men. A man that's strong, that's in his masculine frame, you're not gonna intimidate someone like that.
What do we mean by intimidate, fellas? Because we're not talking about actually scared of these people. I think some can be overbearing, overly opinionated, and sometimes as a man, you really don't want to go through that. But when we talk about intimidated, can we clarify exactly what we mean? Because education don't really mean a lot to me, but it seems like they saying education is somehow, a plus. And I'm not saying it's a negative, but I just feel like it's just a thing. So
here's my thing with education. We all can sit up here and talk about how it's indoctrinating and this is what the school do and this is what the school do, but we constantly push our kids to go in these fucking schools. You know what I mean? Because there's no way around it. But we, you know what I mean? Like on the same hand, we sit there and talk about it and bash it, but then, and I'm talking about women. Women talk about it and bash it with these talking points of how school indoctrinate the kid and stuff, and then they also highly send their kids to the school. We all know that the school, the shit that they stick and put on the Bible, on the basic instructions, is the shit that they need to put on them history books. You know what I mean? Because all that shit false. All that shit false. And we study, like, talk about our education from that shit. Like, if it's something to really hold our hat on and it's not holy, like, and we all know it. Like, we all know that. You know what I mean? The same white man that we like to say wrote the Bible or touched the Bible or fucked the Bible up, which the Bible is helping us. Like, if you show me the white man that tabooed and dabbled with this book, and I'll shake his hand, because everything in that book pans to life. And if you know that book, you know what's gonna go on and you know what's going on. So I need to know that dude. I need to know why did they. You know what I mean? I want to know what did they take out. If they took out anything, why did they leave the important stuff in there? Anybody want to tell me why they left the important stuff in? Why they didn't take the important stuff out? The moral stuff, the stuff that we are so far removed from, and that's why we're suffering. Hell on earth. Nobody can answer that though.
Think about education too. Yeah, think about education too. I mean, we say all the time, school don't teach you stuff that you should know for life. That's why I don't care about education myself. If the bottom line is, can the woman be led by you, or she willing to follow you, and to respect her, to respect you? That's what I care about. And of course, being the Eve and learn stuff about, the good book. I'd rather care about that more than education, because we say all the time, there's a lot of educated dummies.
Bingo.
Let's just keep it real. That's what it is. We got a lot of women with mass PhDs and bachelors, and they're dummies. I mean,
and it's a lot of dudes too. It's for some weird reason.
Guys.
For some weird reason, the dudes that got the education keep getting suckered for their money. They're the ones going through the divorce court and I mean, like, this is why I say, like, you got the Chads and the Tyrones that bash the Pookies and Ray Rays, but they're all beta males, and they all get taken advantage somehow, some way by the modern woman.
I mean, I ain't gonna speak for everyone, but I know me personally. We always taught as young men, go get education, go do this, go get that job. It just sounds good when you say, "Hey, I got a bachelor's, I got a master's," but yeah, it just sounds good. But at the end of the day, what more value does it bring other than that? You know,
Well,
if you can't use it,
we all know that education and intelligence are two completely different things. I think what
right?
we will go for, if anything, is intelligence, because educated people repeat, intelligent people create.
Yep,
Understand?
yep, yep.
Right.
They
The
know what to
educated
think.
repeats what the intelligent creates.
Right. They know what to think, not how to think.
Exactly.
You grew up in a family where your parents didn't treat each other as equals, and then you find a girl who's already killing it in life. This messes with your internal analytics. Confident women have priorities and they're going after them. They know their worth and they don't take unnecessary shit and will call you out on your own bullshit. Every real man wants a woman he can take pride in, a person he can proudly call his partner. Only weak men go for obedient women. If you just wanted a maid or a nanny, it would be a lot cheaper and less stressful to contract one. Number 3.
That was a bash right there, Alux. I ain't feeling that. And honestly, guys, you can remember that picture that I showed where it had the laundry and all that shit in front of the woman, and the man had the clear road path in the race in life. Part of the reason why the men had clear road paths because we can use our value. Our value is our money. Don't let them don't let them fool you. We can use our money to 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 get rid of a lot of the shit that stresses us. You know what I mean? You
Well,
don't
y'all
really
heard
need
what they just said. What would you prefer? Obedient women? I mean, she's if so, then you a weak man according to her. What do you think about that?
that's a bash. That's why I stopped
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why he
definitely.
disagree with her. Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
that's
We
definitely
ain't
a
letting
bad.
that slide. We don't let shit
Definitely a
slide
bad.
over here. We know they start ice skating, man. You
I,
can't
I,
nah.
I think I think she just really doesn't understand the dynamics. It's not I am man, hear me roar. It's not about that. I think it's about the fact that if anything goes bad, then it's going to happen the worst to us. So we want to take our own fate in our own hands because, like I said earlier in the show, if we both lose the house, who's going to be on the street longer? So I need to put in my due diligence to do everything I can because if worse comes to worse, then I'm gonna get it the worst. So I mean, it might be I am man, hear me roar to some men, but other men are like we understand the accountability. We understand that when things go bad, then you don't want anybody else to blame but yourself. Because at the end of the day, if it's because of your woman, you can't blame her. You should have knew better. And
Exactly.
she's not gonna take the blame. And you know this.
And listen, guys. Look, I always tell you this is why they love me and this is why they hate me. They got a love-hate relationship with me. Cause I uncomplicate everything and he just touched on it, guys. Now we're gonna go back to the story, guys. Who God came to first? Who God come to first? Every fucking situation, go. He don't come to the female first, bro. He come to the man. He come to the man. So all he's saying is we want to be held accountable. So we need total control over the situation, not over you. We don't want control over you. Every real dude know, let them breathe. Let them breathe, boy. Let them breathe. We just need control over the situation. We need control over the narrative because we got to answer to it. This also ties into why y'all need to sit down with this vote joint because every woman's supposed to be with a family. The goal is supposed to have a family. You don't need to vote if you have a man because then his vote is your vote.
Yeah, it's
But
supposed to be all in one household.
right, but that's a
Yep.
whole nother live, guys. That's a
Oh
whole
yeah,
nother live.
you have a whole nother line for that.
Smarts. The age of the bimbo is over. Yes, they might look interesting, but the same way you would have fun looking at and riding a giraffe, you wouldn't really want it living in your house, would you? Men look for someone who shares their curiosity for the world. someone who can hold a conversation. Being smart has very little to do with academia, although there are some points to be made there as well. Instead, men are looking for someone with depth over superficiality. Someone who's been well read, who can connect the dots and talk from a position of, I actually know what I'm talking about, instead of just screaming. The smarter you are, the more you understand the world and can rationalize other people's behaviors. And by doing that, you can act accordingly. Being stupid isn't cool. Despite living in the most connected time in history with access to free knowledge, we're seeing a rise in stupidity in the West. The rise of the anti-vaxxer flat earth movements are just two examples. Number 4, knows what she wants. This one's simple.
Want to chop that up right there? Number 4, guys. Knows what she wants.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
You want nobody lost. We don't want a lost sauce.
Yeah, of course we want. Yeah, we want someone to know what they want.
And this is one of the ones that I could finally say, okay. It took to get to 4, but I'm like, checks out with me.
Don't play games. You're either in or you're out. You're either going to work on this relationship or it's just something to keep each other day busy. Be decisive about your intentions and about where you want this relationship to go. Don't send mixed signals. Make yourself clear and act accordingly. There's nothing wrong with not being ready to start a family or looking to explore other options, but make sure you keep these things clear and hold yourself accountable by the same set of rules you're holding for your partner. If you're feeling lost in life, your first priority should always be figuring out, what do you want from life? And even more importantly, what do you want from life in this stage that you find yourself in? Once you answer this for yourself, you'll see that everything else falls into place because you finally have a North Star to guide your actions and expectations. Number 5, someone who has dreams and goals for herself. There's something beautiful when you find someone who dreams big and has a plan on how to get there. Never forget the second part. For most people, all they do is dream. It's exciting to hear from others that are on a journey about how far they've come and where they're going. Men look for someone who's going the same way they are. The last thing you want to be is an add-on to someone else's life. It might be easy to do so, but give it enough time and something builds inside of you, something that wants to break out. Regret. It's the regret that you lived your life through someone else's vision and goals. Although you might
Now, a lot of these women do that. A lot of these women let their hell of a mama live their life for them. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why they ain't got no dreams. They ain't got no goals. All they got is time on their hand to fuck with you and to pull you off your purpose. You know what I mean?
And it's not realistic goals either. It's not realistic goals either.
No realistic
goals. No, it's not realistic. They'll have it, but it'll be, like you said, be lived with somebody else or be unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They must be talking about some type of European man, because I understand goals, but it's almost as if they're pushing her to be on another agenda, because that's what I call a job. You're on someone else's agenda, making them rich. So it's like, I wouldn't prefer that over someone to be on my time. And I don't want to make that like an arrogance type of thing, but look at other cultures, how they do the family business type of thing, how everything correlates and the money is rotated through each other, and it is in the same circle. So, I mean, maybe that's what they want, but if she has goals and dreams that I'm not included in, right, then I'm not going to prefer that over goals that can help build what I got, or us. Let's say us, not just build me, but to build us. So
It's a fact, guys. Like, honestly, yo, it's not being a arrogant, a chauvinist, a misogynistic. It's not being none of that, guys. You need to have total access in order for things to really develop and go the right way. Like, for instance, for example, true testimony, guys. I took my daughter out of school today, man. She needed to come with me. She needed to help me with the family business. She on the payroll. I mean, I don't have to pay her out of pocket. I put her on the payroll so that, I mean, she already got a taste of what it is to work for her dollar and not have to look for, I mean, anybody for anything. And she is not surviving now. I mean, you take her out of the survival zone. She never seen me in a position to where I needed money. I mean, because this is where the kids end up turning to prostitution and drug dealing. You know what I mean? And it all stems from the woman that want to have a point to prove, and that the woman that want to control the nigga because her mother taught her control the nigga. See, that's where I give all praise, and I will simp my ass off to the day I die for Mr.Goodbread, because she's so far removed from the worldly. And I need you guys to understand how important it is to start messing with women that that will let you shelter her from the outside world. When you start getting in these relationships, guys, you gotta protect this girl, bro. You gotta look at it as you got the Garden of Eden, and anything come around that fucking garden, you shoot it down because it got an apple, it got a forbidden fruit in its hand. I'm talking about anything. I'm talking about your family, her mama, your mama. Any one of them can be Lilith and fuck your situation up, guys.
You know, I think the only thing, just to clean up what I said earlier, because, you know, I wanted to emphasize us. The only thing I disagree with is the end of it. It says herself. Why would we look for someone with goals and dreams for herself? Like,
Bingo.
it's divided, right?
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, you gotta start understanding, yo. I posted this on Facebook. Soon as she open her mouth with an independent, then she don't need you. Why are you messing with independent girls? Why are you trying to have relationships? Build whole, let's pretend relationship caps with women that from the jump tell you that they're an independent woman. Independent don't need help. An independent person don't want to be cold. You know what I mean? Relationships is cold. You know what I mean?
I mean, me, I don't want no independent. I want a helpmate. Someone that's going to help you. That's what you want. I don't want nobody that's going to be independent, because how is that going to benefit us as a whole? It's not. You want somebody to be there to, to let you lead and be your helpmate, and let you, control the whole thing. She staying her where she at, and then you control the whole thing. That's the problem. They want to control everything, like you said, and that's when it becomes. That's when everything is all over the place.
Yeah, propaganda. A lot of this is just propaganda. And I think it's teaching the next generation wrong. I think it's an agenda. I keep using that word. But yeah, I think this divide, because when you divide man from woman, the woman is divided from God. And people divided from God are more easier to be taken control of. I mean, I'm getting a little conspiracy theorist right now.
No,
but
it's not. You know what that's called? Con spirit you see. If you see a con spirit, you're gonna call it out. And that's what you see, because you're right. Remember, the man is the head. So when you remove the head, how is she thinking? How is the woman is the body? How is she moving? How is she?
Yeah.
It's over.
And there's so many corrupt ideals, right? That is more likely to be pushed and accepted by them. And through them being usually the only influence for children, you're changing an entire generation through something that is unnatural, right? Through these ideals that we pushing. So it's like, if we want to think about why we are the way we are, because I don't want to continue to talk about only just our women, but we got the problems also. But where did we get this? Where did this start? How did this mentality, was created? The original man in the 1950s and 60s didn't think like this. But when all of these things are indoctrinated, man, you got a new breed of man today. So,
nah, that's
wow.
Enjoy it. There's even greater satisfaction when you achieve your own dreams. If this is something you need to improve in your life, we recommend you pick up You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living. It's one of those books that picked up a lot of traction, and for good reason. Number 6. Someone Who Can Take Care of Herself. There's nothing greater than finding someone who doesn't need you, but chooses to be with you. That's freedom and true love. Real men will always step up to the occasion when the time comes to provide, and real women will do the same. There's so much value in having a partner who's an asset in the relationship and not a liability. People who can take care of themselves add value to the relationship and make it stronger. You want to become someone who's in control of her life and then shares that life with the person you love. Number 7. Knows how to communicate. You hear it over and over again in all marriage counseling sessions.
Yeah, don't stay out of the marriage counseling, guys. You know what I mean? Stay out of them shits. Them shits ain't right.
I'm confused. Is this telling the women that they better off being by themselves? All this women by herself? That's all I keep seeing in here. Herself. Maybe that's just me.
You know what I'm also seeing, man, which is very disturbing to me. I hope I didn't cut nobody off, but I'm seeing a lot of shaming tactics, but it's done really nonchalantly. Like, do y'all notice how they keep saying real man?
That's what he was saying earlier with A-Lux, yeah.
Like they keep saying a real man, but man, I mean, so many of these things are going to be deterrents if taken seriously.
No, I mean, she did say on that part, she did say real man and real woman. So she did keep it real, because we speak like that. Like, we don't fuck with good people and good. We don't fuck with the good. So she did say that equally. But what y'all is on to is with the shaming tactics, and it's like she's trying to teach the women, but at the male's expense. Like, you can teach women, but you know what? I guess it's cool, Alex. I got what you're doing, because I do it all the time. Don't worry, I'm gonna continue to do it too. Go on. I get what she's doing, but we called it. We called it out. Yeah.
Sessions. Communication is key. Yet people
what I wanted to say about the communication is key, joint. Everybody say that, and the women say that, but you see, they don't really understand what communication is, because y'all got to start knowing the difference now. Do you want to debate or do you want to vent? Because it's two forms of communication now. Y'all be wanting to debate, or then y'all want to vent. Because if you want to vent, then you got to let it be known you want to vent, so that the person can just brace themselves. Because you might have a great listener on your hand, and they don't mind just listening to you. But then you must let it be clear that you want to vent. You know what I mean? Now, some of y'all start these debates. You know what I mean? Y'all start these debates, but y'all really just want to vent because y'all don't want the person to say nothing back. That's not communication. Communication is two-way highway, guys. You get a chance to speak, and then they get a chance to speak. You know what I mean? So you get a chance to get all that shit you got on your mind and on your chest off. And then guess what? You got to shut up, and they get a chance to get all that shit they got to say off. And that's how communication works. And this is why y'all bad communicators. Because y'all want to do, ladies, keep it real, is y'all want to do is talk, run your mouth. And that's that. So y'all be wanting to vent. You get that?
Yeah, I feel you. Man, communicate. You could go ahead and play it, but I was just wondering, like, I agree with it, but I feel like in the sense that she means may be an entirely different thing. So I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready to hear it.
Communicate what they want and what they wish changed. This failure of putting into words the ideas that have been eating away at your soul is one of the biggest reasons why relationships fall apart. If you don't like something, say it clearly. Stop expecting other people to read your mind and the nuances of your answers. Being a powerful woman is about making it clear where you stand. Here's something we want you to take away from this point that's incredibly valuable, both in relationships and in personal life. You can't be mad at someone if you didn't make it clear what expectations you had of the end result. Yes means yes, and no means no. If you don't want something, just say it. Don't overcomplicate the simple things. Number 8.
Jay, you want to add something to that?
I ain't gonna lie. I think this is the first time that I've been proven wrong. That's exactly what I was thinking. So this ain't complete BS because I was thinking like whether a person is able to let you know when something is going on and when they feel something ain't right. And that's exactly what you said. So I can't be mad at that.
Got you.
Someone who admires and supports him. Men are looking for someone who doesn't take them for granted. Everyone wants a partner that feels lucky to be with them. It gives you a sense of value and builds up your bond. Find yourself a girl that will cheer you on when you're undertaking a new project, who you know is in your corner, ready to motivate you to try again. It's weird when we see toxic relationships where one of the partners is so insecure, they feel the need to put the other one down, to cut their wings, because they're scared of their potential. You're a team. You're supposed to help each other grow and reach new milestones together. Number 9. Someone to have great sex with. Sex is an important part of any healthy relationship, and don't think it's something to brush to the side. It's what builds passion. It relieves stress. It makes the relationship fun. There's always room to improve in this department. Start with what you're comfortable with and feel free to experiment. The truth is, we all have our kinky side, and if you're going to spend the rest of your life with this person, might as well look through the entire menu. Just let your partner know what you want in bed. It's always...
Guys, what y'all think about that, guys?
I think we just got to the point of the whole video. I said that in the beginning. Seriously, that's what she really wanted to say first. Because I said that in the beginning. I was like, this seemed like some hookup type of thing. But yeah, man, that's definitely a plus. But at the end of the day, the kinky side ain't always embraced. It's some stuff that's out of line, and then it's other stuff that make you look at somebody different. And I think we didn't have those moments before. Somebody asks you to do something, you be like, whoa. But I mean, if we're gonna talk about great sex, yes, but I think that's a bit subjective. It's different stuff people want to do. But I definitely I'm with boundaries, so I can't all the way co-sign that because it's certain stuff I'm not about to do, and hopefully the relationship don't end because of it. You're not about to put your fingers in my ass. So,
Yo, I love this guy, man.
Yeah. What you should say is healthy sex, if anything.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't say great sex. I disagree with that. It should be healthy sex,
Right.
meaning that you guys having sex on a regular basis, and you guys are both into it. Don't just say, "Oh, I've had sex and I got a bed for sex." I've heard men say that, but great sex, just healthy sex.
Yeah, that's not
That's a better word to describe it.
yeah, it shouldn't be a make or break. We want it, but at the end of the day, like I said before, I'm gonna put emphasis on that. I mean, sex is sex as long as it's clean, smelling good, decent. I don't think that's going to be a make or break. We want it, but you talking about great sex. I mean, sex is sex. I mean, we the ones doing all the work half the time. So it's like,
Yeah.
Fact. That's a fact. Shit crazy, man. Shit puzzles me, man.
Always weird when people stop having sex. You can actually tell a couple hasn't been active in a while. They act differently. Take
That's a
this
fact.
opportunity, and if that's you, book an escape for the weekend, somewhere you can enjoy yourselves. Take initiative. Number 10, someone who will make a great parent. We said it before and we'll say it again. Her mind.
Funny, that's what I was gonna say. It slipped my mind. Number 9, I'm just glad she didn't put as number 1. But truthfully, guys, this is my number 1. This is all that matters to me.
mine too.
Yeah, that's very important.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Because
That
at the
should be
end
a
of the
top
day,
notch, yeah.
I wanted to touch on this because it's crazy. You bringing all the stuff that I already talk about. Um, no offense, but this is a big reason for interracial dating in the black community. It's not that we think the other side is more attractive. We don't think they are better, but it's an unfortunate fact that a lot of us grew up with abusive, unnurturing, mothers.
Hell of a
And
mothers.
I don't want to get, canceled. I'm just saying. So a lot of people look at it as I want to give my children someone that I would want as a mother. That's why I'm like, when you talk about looks being at number one, looks ain't gonna pack my kids' lunch before school and continue a healthy legacy and not, pass generational curses. It's some pretty child abusers out here. So, that's my number one.
That's a fact. That's the only thing. That's what God sent y'all down here to do. That's what y'all gonna get y'all most blessings for. You know what I mean? So it's common sense. It's simple math. He sent us down here to bust our ass and work for a living. Work till our hands bleed. His words. And he sent y'all down here to raise the children and help be a helpmeet, like KDA said. We want helpmeets, bro. That's all.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to
And
be a helpmeet. Get the fuck away from us,
yeah,
boy.
we don't want to be bothered with you. Because thing about that is, it's very important these days who you have a kid with. That's why I agree with this one. You cannot just have a child with anybody. You can't. You gotta have
Cannot.
someone. No,
Cannot.
it's the recipe for disaster if you do. That's why they always say protect your seed and protect yourself, because if you have children with a woman that's a great parent, that makes the whole core of the family much easier to control.
Right.
So I agree with the whole. But you, like I said, you can't just do it with anybody, and you're gonna know that too when you watch and see how she handles other children. If
Yeah.
you deal with a woman who never wants to bother with other people's children, who always get irritated and trigger real quick, probably best not have a child with her.
People that let's say on the
Truthfully,
screen right now, y'all done lost credibility. Her mindset will raise your children, not her body or looks. What was just number one, y'all?
Right, man. Great point. Great fucking
Contradiction.
point. Great
yeah,
point.
Contradiction.
Great point. Great point.
true.
Great point. Great point. Great point. But she can't, like I said, in defense to it, she shouldn't have put it that high. But I get her. Because nobody want to entertain ugly.
Yeah.
Nobody want to entertain ugly.
Oh no.
We ain't doing
Oh
that.
no. Even the ugly
Especially
don't
when
want
we
to
did so
entertain
much.
ugly.
Especially when we did so much work on ourselves now. We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to go out like that. But keep in mind, guys, you might have to dress up ugly and make it how you like it. You know what I mean? It's part of the creation, guys. We the creators.
Mindset will raise your children, not her body or good looks. Starting a family is a scary process for everyone, Nobody knows exactly what they're doing. Contrary to what most women think, successful men always try to figure out how great of a mother someone could be. Raising children should always be a team effort, and you want to know that the other person can fill those gaps you can't fill yourself. Relationships change with time. They evolve, the environment changes, and we morph into different versions of ourselves. Just because you're having fun and listen to the same jams in your 20s, it doesn't mean you're going to be the right fit in another 10 years. Never bring a child into this world if you're not committed to raising it to become a better version than both of you. If you're young but have an interest in learning about yourself, how to build valuable relationships, and even get ready to become a parent, a surprisingly valuable book is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson, an antidote to chaos. Not only does it force you to ask yourself deep and real questions, but it also provides insights into what you need to change about yourself if you want to not feel so lost all of the time. Because this is such an important topic, if you go to alux.com/freebook and sign up, you can get the audiobook version for free, thanks to our friends at Audible, who are always looking out for this community. Number 11, a positive attitude with the right amount of realism. Nobody wants a partner.
Oh, she saw saving the best for the back end, I see.
It
She
might
started
be.
saying, yeah,
This might have been
that's what it seemed
backwards.
like.
yeah,
That's
she
what
playing.
it seemed like. But A-Luck, she be on some slick. She be on some slick stuff, man. I see what she be doing though.
She be playing, yo. She be
Yeah,
playing.
she'll try to be down the middle, but she takes subliminal shots at the men. But she
Mm-hmm.
try to keep it clean at the same time, though. I'm like, hey, look, you're not slick. I know what
You're
you're
not
doing.
slick. You're not low. She got some. Yo, she got some hell of an information though. But the way
No,
she
she do.
delivers
She
it,
do.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah, like I
crazy.
said.
It's crazy because she sides with the women, but she does it so swiftly. It go over their head. They'll still bash her.
She needs to make it reasonable enough for us not to just turn it off. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And the women will still bash her though. The women don't get it. The women won't get it. Only very few women will get this. You know what I mean?
That's always a downer. Positive people have a way of bringing energy levels up. They see the half full part of the glass. You need those kinds of people in your life, and
that's a fact, guys. I tell you this all of the time. Stagnant people turn into haters, and you'd be surprised how many relationship caps running around here where the man is constantly pouring water out the boat and the bitch poking holes in it, yo. How can you get out of poverty with a female like that, bro? This is
That's
why
because
a lot of dudes they done hung their microphones up, hung their motherfucking pianos up. They want to do a YouTube. They want to do this. They want to do that. But they got with a raggedy chick. Go ahead,
Well, that's
man.
my whole philosophy. That's my whole philosophy. Is either she's with you or against you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear relationship caps, and I can admit it, I was in a relationship cap. I didn't even know it at first, but you see it later on as you look back. That woman don't be for you; she be against you. And if she against you, she's a liability. If she's a liability, you gotta get rid of her.
Yeah, because watch this, y'all. Not everybody jealous of results. Some people jealous of grind. Some people jealous of grind. You feel me? You
Yo.
ain't even got to get the results. You could just be motivated. And they going to let you know, you ain't never going to get this. Stop it, stop it, stop it before you get it. And then what happens when you get it? Break bread.
Well, that's why they get mad, because if they see the grind, they know where it's going to lead to. That's why they don't like the grind. They already know where it's going to hit. They know you're going to eventually get there. So they're trying to stop before it gets to that point.
Facts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Facts.
so that's even worse too. That's just as bad.
Especially when you got hell of a mamas teaching them how to shit on the remarkable. They don't like the remarkable. They wasn't taught how to praise the remarkable. They got these fuckers praising victims and praising people that they think they're better than, because them people is in a worse position than them. So instead of studying the people that's winning so you can learn from winners, you will go study and sit around a bunch of losers, B. You can't make this shit up, bro.
Misery loves company.
All the time.
Yeah, they love it.
You need them most in your household. There needs to be a healthy dose of realism in that mix as well. Otherwise, you're just kidding yourselves and living in Equestria land. Tell it like it is, and then figure out what is the best course of action. Number 12, good taste. Good taste and good vibes are so important in that.
And this is going to tie us right back into the thumbnail, guys. This is going to tie us right back into Mandy Rose. Because
I was just thinking about that. Yep.
Exactly. That was no taste. That was tasteless.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
KDH, you have yet to drop the bomb on this either. Like, allegedly, this woman, this is an engaged woman. This woman is engaged to be married.
Yeah. She got engaged a few months ago to a former guy that used to work for WWE. And then they mentioned this whole story of her getting released because of these pictures, but they never mentioned she's engaged. They kept that part out. They want to act like no, she shouldn't be doing this in the first place. But she's doing it because he's okay with it. He ain't saying nothing.
Wow.
He okay with her doing it. He has to be, because unless he broke up with her, which I haven't heard anything about.
Right.
But I was going to get to that later, though.
If you okay with that type of content, you a pimp. That ain't your girl. You pimping.
Right. Right.
Don't call your fiance though. If you okay with that, that's my thing.
That's disgusting.
Chemistry is flowing in the air. There's something about a woman that understands beauty and quality that makes them attractive. You're supposed to explore the beauty of the world together and see how much of it you can implement in your own life. That's what fine living is all about. It's an amazing experience when someone introduces you to something new you didn't know you liked. Be that person for those around you, and you'll begin to see how they look differently at you. Not to mention, this completely saves you from being trashy. In order to understand what poor taste is, you first need to be able to tell the difference. If you did, you wouldn't be walking around with those bizarre nails. This never looks right. Number 13.
Hold on, Alox. Hold on. You trying to make up. You saved the best for last, B. You saved the best for last. You sure did, girl. Shit.
Reliable, honest, and emotionally stable. These three all fall into the same characteristic. Basically, you need to know you can count on the person you're with to be truthful with you, to keep their word, and not act all crazy for no reason. Being with someone who's not like this is draining, difficult, and it makes you not enjoy life. These are some of the most important traits you can improve in your life. You'll see that most of your relationships with others, personal or professional, are directly influenced by how high you rank on these three. The more reliable you are perceived to be, the quicker you'll progress financially and professionally. People know they can count on you to deal with emerging problems, making you perfect for top management positions. In the same way, your partner will know that you are emotionally stable and you can be there for them when things take a turn for the worse. Number 14. Someone he can be proud to be with. Men like to take pride in their partners, not in the look at my trophy wife kind of way you're probably thinking of, but in the she's such an amazing person, I'm really lucky to be with her kind of way. This works for both sides. If you're not feeling this about your partner, think twice before committing. Think of who you are, a personal resume, if you will, of your values, your actions, your history, the way people think of you, and your personal achievements. If you're not proud of yourself, nobody else will be. Start putting your life in order. Get those initial steps in and build yourself up first. Then somebody who can appreciate you at your true value will show up, and it will be amazing. Number 15. Someone that genuinely loves him. This is our forever desire, finding someone who loves us back at least as much as we love them.
All right, I get it. Hey, like she was on your fantasy island shit. Look here,
Why
sister.
wasn't all this in the beginning? That's my issue. All this stuff should have been in the front of the list.
Right. And see, I'm gonna knock this one right here, cause ladies, this is fairy tale. We don't ask for this. Men, real men, we don't ask for this. Just respect me, sis.
Yeah, I don't care about that part. Yeah.
Give me the respect. Just give me the respect, sis. That's all. You wanna go fuck another nigga? Just let me know, bro. You know
Well,
what I mean?
like I said, with the other, besides this one, the other stuff she mentioned at the back end, all that stuff should have been in the front. All the most stuff she been saying. Why all the stuff? Yeah, all this looks and all this other stuff, that should have been later. That's my only issue.
Yeah,
ain't nothing slick. She's slick. That's what it is. She's slick.
Yeah, that's what that is.
This is not no.
That's what it
all
is.
this stuff should not have been last. Should have been first. And that one should be someone that genuinely respects you, not love you, because we don't love whatever. We care about the respect and duty, and that's what we care about more than anything. We want the duty and respect.
Absolutely.
We want them to be responsibility, the duty, and of course, if you not do what you're supposed to do, be held accountable for it. I care more about that than any of this love shit. I don't care about that.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because long term, we all know people fall out of love, and if they always ain't nobody gonna be in love forever, and sometimes you can fall back in love. So
love don't make sense because there ain't no logic in it. It's all feelings.
Love is for puppy love for when you're a teenager and all that stuff. We too old for that crap. We just like I said, had a respect and duty and responsibility in there, and then we good.
Yeah, I mean, it come from love to familiarity. I can't even say the word, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, it's so many other avenues that could lead to some bullshit. It's like it's responsible to stick with one person, because in the other avenue you got AIDS. Next avenue you got set up chick. You got bullshit. So sometimes it's a matter of just playing it safe and just doing the responsible thing. When you find the right one where things are just stable. I mean, there's so many people falling out of love and wanna break up a marriage and don't have nowhere to start. So I mean, I don't value that. I mean, it should be love off rip, but nah. Wait, I know
if anything, should love yourself. That's the problem.
Bingo.
Love themselves first.
Exactly.
That's the number one thing. Love yourself first. I ain't gonna love somebody you ain't love yourself.
Facts, yo. Because if not, you'll be looking in the mirror like,
bruh.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Facts. You know what I mean?
For that hug that they never got. Like Dirty folks said, look for the hug their mom never gave them. That's what it is.
Love is complicated. It's not all rainbows and sunshine. It requires work, sacrifice, forgiveness, and a willingness to figure things out together.
Yeah, she was smoking some good pot on this shit. This girl done contradicted herself all around this motherfucking video. She is smoking with me on this one, y'all.
We're complicated. Relationships are complicated. But if you really feel strongly about someone, you'll make the effort. At the end of the day, that's what we're all looking for. Next week, we want to do the opposite. What women look for in a man, to maybe shine some light on the other side of the coin if you guys think it's valuable. Most of the things we mentioned in this list apply to relationships as a whole, but there's always more to add. That's why we're interested in hearing from you. What do men look for in a woman? What would you add to this list? And of course, as a thank you for watching this video until the end, you get a bonus. Number 16. Men look for someone who's both a follower and a leader. I know this might come as counterintuitive based on everything we said today, but it's not what you expect it to be. Men want to feel in power, need to fill the shoes of a protector and a provider. They want a woman who allows them to be that, to basically feel like a real man. These genetic masculine traits have been embedded in their genetic code since they were hunting saber-tooths, and it definitely feels like we're going through a bit of a demasculinization phase of men. There's a very long conversation to be had on the topic, but being a strong man doesn't mean women have to be weak, or the other way around. It means we need to be strong at what we can be strong at and allow the other person to take charge where they obviously can outperform their counterparts. Women don't need to become like men, and men don't need to become like women for equality to be achieved. Instead, why don't we all try to take the best care we can of ourselves and those around us? If this is the goal of being the best possible version we can be, everybody wins. If you've watched this video up until the end and think this is a good list of traits, please write power couple in the comments below. If you're going to rule a kingdom together, might as well step in the shoes of a king and queen.
All right, guys, and that ends the educational portion of our show, which, if you guys see, y'all peep the tie-in so far. We tied in the biblical to the educational. Now we're going to go into the entertainment aspect of it tonight, guys. So, y'all sit tight while we transition. If you new, hit that like button, guys. That's all we ask. We going for 50 likes tonight, guys.
Yeah, pay those tuition fees that we know they past due.
Has to.
You gotta bounce on it.
Live from Harlem, New York. Put your hands together for Mr. Goodbread. You bitch ass nigga. You better recognize and you better like and subscribe. Motherfucker.
Facts, guys. Like and subscribe. Let's get it in, yo. Mandy Rose. Certainly, she is going to violate every single thing that we look for in a woman. Every single thing on that list right there. You know what I mean?
It's time to cook. Time to cook them, man. Are you not entertained? That's what I'm feeling.
This is the lady right here, guys. This is one of the pictures that was posted that got her violated. If you notice, she got the titles there. She's nude. She was skinny dipping, and she filmed it, and she posted it.
Yeah, I remember when she posted that too.
And you guys know, the old me would have tried to, in my power, get that video to y'all, but I ain't doing that because YouTube be on my neck.
Yeah, it's best not to do that, Goodbread. No, you can't do that, man.
Right. Don't make this a waste of time.
Right.
Take it down right in the middle of the stream.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
As always, when I am on my way to work, news breaks. Mandy Rose has been released. What do I have? A broken heart. A broken heart. Now,
remember, guys, I told you that the vast majority of fans, they simp for this woman, bro. This lets you know masculinity is at an all-time low, guys. I did a live today on Facebook, and I mentioned a key point, and I want you guys to note. You guys, I don't know how long you guys been watching sports, right? And the basketball, the NBA, right? You remember the Dream Team, guys? The first Dream Team, full of alpha males from around the world.
92.
You had white
92.
alpha males, you had black alpha males, you had all of our alpha males in the Basketball Association. You know that we losing. Think about that team and think about our team last year and how we lost to these South Africa team. We lost to Croatia. We didn't bring home no medal last year, guys. That'll show you.
Did we even get bronze?
No.
Did he get bronze last year?
No.
No bronze?
No.
What?
No
That is
medal.
bad. I thought we at
No
least got
medal.
bronze. That's the lowest one.
Listen, that show you where the masculinity is. And miss me with this. Oh, the good players didn't go. So then that's how soft we have gotten. We have gotten to the point where we're so political and hell of a sunned out because our mama is all political, always got an excuse and always got a, you know what I mean, some bullshit. So we so far removed from masculinity that we get our ass whipped by the world. By the world now.
That's why I don't watch NBA like that no more. I lost interest in the NBA years ago. That's one of the reasons why I started watching wrestling again. I mean, the NBA just ain't the same no more. It just really ain't. It's just too much. It's too political. You know what I'm saying? NBA is way too political.
Absolutely. Now let's
It's
listen
way
to
too
this.
political.
Listen to the simp guy. Let's see what he got to say. You know he gonna cape for her. He gonna cape for her when she's wrong. And this is the problem with our society. When women do stuff that's wrong, nobody want to check them. They actually slap on their wrist and then they tell them how it's not their fault. It's not their fault.
Before you're like, oh, Axel, but did you? Yes, I know everything. I know about the page, whether it's a fans or a FanTime or whatever the hell it's called. I know about it because it's been in her bio for a year. It's been in TikTok for a year. It was.
You know what it's called, so why try to water it down because it's somebody you like? You see how they do you see how they avoid bad behavior and how they when it's somebody they like, how they can't identify the bad behavior, but let it be somebody telling the truth. They'll go up and down your page looking for something to dox you for. Like if yo, these motherfuckers, yo, you can't make it up, guys.
On Instagram for a year. So I'm just trying to understand, why was it a problem now? Oh, I know why it's a problem now, because someone did something they shouldn't do and leaked the images. But my thing is, WWE, you are the same company who had Mandy Rose butt naked with only being covered by 2 titles. And that's another thing. Y'all knew about this. And you wait till now. You let her unify the titles. She had this page. You let her beat Alba Fire not once, but twice. She still had this page. You wait until Roxanne gets her opportunity to do it, and that's messed up because now Roxanne is going to get so much unnecessary bashing for nothing. For nothing. WWE, do we not suspend people anymore? As the biggest Jeff Hardy fan on this planet, it's crazy that someone could do drugs so many loving times, but they just got to go to rehab, and they're good to come back. But a woman that had something done to her out of her control, she gets fired. She gets fired. Y'all did this to Paige, man. Like, when is it gonna stop? Where's the respect? Where's the care? Like, oh, well, she's posting the pictures, so you know that you shouldn't be screenshotting or screen recording any videos. It literally tells you that, bro. Can you have some respect for these people? Because they want to make an extra dollar. I'm just heated, man. Like, so much stuff happened last night. Now I missed Mandy's last match in the company. Now I have to go back and watch that. And I'm going to go watch nothing but Mandy Rose matches today because I'm hurt. I'm really hurt. That girl revitalized her whole career from slipping and busting her ass at Mania to holding that title up at Halloween Havoc, bro. This is crazy.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Now in our news today we have a viral video that is trending, and that is for none other than Mandy Rose of WWE NXT. Less than 24 hours after losing the WWE NXT Women's Championship to Roxanne Perez, Mandy Rose, the former WWE NXT Women's Champion, reportedly had her employment with WWE terminated after her picture and video were leaked. Rose was let go by WWE as a result of the expletive photos she posted to her FanTime profile. On a website called FanTime, which is similar to OnlyFans, fans can pay a monthly subscription to view exclusive content from creators. Rose's FanTime page has a monthly cost of $40. According to claims from Lego Media, images of her and her fiancé, Dino Sabatelli, in a shower that is somewhere started circulating online recently. Due to the material she was publishing on her FanTime page, WWE officials felt they were put in a difficult situation. They believed it to be outside of the bounds of her WWE contract, according to Fightful Select.
Okay, guys, just so that we all clear, they was just telling us.
After years of promoting them mainly for their beauty and minimal clothing, World Wrestling entered.
Hold on. You're moving too fast now. We're moving too fast now. Hold on. They were just explaining, guys, that she got fired for like KDH, and I told you in the beginning of the stream, she got fired because she posted it. It ain't no leak. They trying to run with the she leaked it. They got leaked, but she posted this, and she tried to take it down. You know what I mean? But again, this is just a bold, brazen act from a woman who is entitled and thought that she let it go to her head. She let it go to her head. Mind you, guys, keep in mind, she was on the main roster. NXT is like the developmental stage. So she it was kind of a demotion for her, but she should have never been to the main roster to begin with because she wasn't that great of a wrestler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was on. If she go NXT, they was gonna release her because she wasn't talented. She wasn't gonna go to the She wasn't doing anything on the main roster. She wasn't no feuds. Even win no type of championship. So she's lucky that they kept her this whole time. It's just during that time to move to NXT, she changed. She got better, and she ended up having the championship.
I just want to put light onto the deflection because he mentioned my boy Jeff Hardy, and I feel like that's undermining the fact that we in a new day and age. So when you turn around and you want to pull somebody who wrestled in the 90s, this isn't Smash Mouth wrestling. This is 2022. This isn't 1999, and I really am disturbed by the fact that on the title he had justice for Mandy Rose as if this was George Floyd. Is it that serious?
Yeah,
like you would have thought she was killed in the ring.
Yeah, because he had like saying, I'm gonna watch all her matches. I'm like, like she died.
Right, like she died. She died.
She got released. They're gonna say, I can't believe I missed her last match. Look
man,
here, man,
right.
she won a legend. She wasn't even a legend.
Right.
He said, I'm gonna go back and watch all her matches. What? All 7 of them?
Man. That's gonna be her entire highlight reel.
You can hear his voice, how emasculated he is. You can tell he's emasculated as hell. I mean, he needs to slap himself for saying that, for one. And then number two, on top of that, man, he's just too damn emotional, man. I'm like, why are you getting so emotional over this? WWE, you need to do this. Dude, she posted pictures that she knew she was posted. It wasn't leaked. She knew this was posted. She agreed to the terms, and then she knew in her contract she wasn't supposed to do it. And I believe they warned her, and she kept doing it. And then she thought she was going to get, like I said earlier, a slap on the wrist.
Listen, he going to look up all of her matches on YouTube and give money to the very company that he's angry at. I don't think he understands what he's doing.
I'll give you one better than that. He's one of those FanTime subscribers. I bet you that.
Hell yeah. He got the 40.
Get paid her money.
Oh, yeah.
He dropped the 40. He dropped the 40. He dropped the 40.
He's paying for that. He didn't want to saw he's one of her subscribers. That's why he's so mad.
Right. He done made her depressed and she don't want to work no more. He needs some more content. He itching for it. That's all that is.
My thing is she don't care about you anyway. Whoever this dude is, she don't care about you.
Absolutely not.
Money. She just wants your paper, bro.
Made himself look silly, and he's going to get absolutely no reward, like usual.
The absolute definition of simping.
Man.
My skin started crawling when I heard him. The more he talked, the more he got emotional, my skin started to crawl.
We know him for that. We know him for that. That is what we know him for and nothing else. That's what he put out into this world.
Yeah, man, all that simping. I can't believe she's gone. I have to watch her last match. I missed it. How could you do this to Mandy? I'm like, dude, get your emasculated ass out of here. You need to chill with that, bro.
And she's not a great wrestler. She's not.
She's okay. She got better. You act like this woman is like Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch,
right.
dude. She's Mandy Rose. If it weren't for her looks, you wouldn't be acting like this.
Facts.
Let's say Mandy Rose butt ugly, we wouldn't be having this discussion right now. Y'all wouldn't even care. Y'all need to stop the cap on that, man, for real. Y'all need to stop the cap on that.
It to be outside of the bounds of her WWE contract, according to Fightful Select.
All right, guys.
After years of promoting them mainly for
we finna get into some of the worst WWE female scandals. You know what I mean? Because I want you guys to understand a thing or two, right? WWE is a big corporation, and they gotta go with the flow too. They gotta go with the ways of the world too, guys. So we know what the agenda is in the world. So they use their women to push the propaganda and the agenda also, guys. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit going on in WWE, and if you watch, if you watch close, then you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to pick it up with a red pill lens when you're watching with a red pill lens on. And for years, guys, the women, they've been using these women. Like, how many of y'all guys that watch wrestling or at least wrestling know they don't ever say the women's weight? They'll tell you the guy coming to the ring at 200 pounds, so-and-so. You ain't never, ever hear them say coming to the ring at 160, Becky Lynch. Ever.
No.
No, they ain't gonna do that.
They don't even mention the height. I don't think they mention the height either.
Nope.
No, they just mention their name. They just mention their name. That's it.
But it's equality, guys. You remember, see how they trick us? They want us to play less pretend, guys. But we ain't going. So let's dig deep in this cat box called the WWE Women's Division. And let's see what we get, guys. And you'll notice, guys, a lot. This going back to the thumbnail, guys. When I tell you that white breads are stupid too, bro. You see, we have a thing with us that we call it like we see it. And we see more frequently blackish. You know what I mean? But yeah, Hollywood will show you constantly that it is no color. It's not about color, guys. This is good versus evil. There are evil, stupid white girls too. Like there are evil, stupid black girls, guys. We see that right now. Right now, the two of the biggest cases, you got a white dummy and you got a black dummy. Amber Turd and Megan Thee Stallion. It's no difference. Evil come in all colors.
And they both got caught lying. Yep.
Absolutely. And if it wasn't for overwhelming evidence, they would have got away with it. That's the underlining fact right there. Yeah. If Depp ain't have them recordings, his ass would be grass. And if Tory Lanez ain't have two eyewitnesses, and a whole lot of proof, his ass would be grass. Because it's believe all women, because our mother is a woman. And we taught to worship her. She know best. So we go off the nest and we think all women know best. So we look to these women to tell us some shit that they don't know. To be perfectly honest.
What they realize is when you're doing that, you're giving her all the power. When you're worshiping her like that and trying to, believe all women, you are handing over all the power to her. And in this case, for men, you might as well rip off your balls and hand them to her too. Give her your balls because you ain't got no more.
He said, "Rip off the balls."
You might rip off your balls, just hand them to her because you don't have no more. She got your balls now.
That's a fact. These women, they asking us to lead them, bro. They're asking that they doing a fucked up way of asking us. You know what I mean? But they need us. We are the head, guys. Remember that. All right, guys, let's get on into these scandals, man. For those of you, brace yourself, yo. It's weird. It's a cold world outside.
For their beauty and minimal clothing, World Wrestling Entertainment is finally taking female wrestlers seriously. Today, they're hiring ladies based on how well they perform in the ring, their matches are main eventing major events, and rumors abound that women may main event WrestleMania 35. It's clear there's never been a better time to be a lady who can run the ropes. That said, women wrestlers can also be just as troubled as men behind the scenes. Officially called divas until 2016, women wrestlers often have heavier stories to tell outside the ring than they do in it.
Everyone wants to hear a crazy story.
Not so fabulous Moolah. The legendary Fabulous Moolah is one of the greatest and most successful pro wrestlers of all time. Unfortunately, it's becoming increasingly evident that much of Moolah's success was due to her systematically destroying countless careers of young lady grapplers who might otherwise have upstaged her someday. Newsweek compiled.
So there you have it, yo. From the beginning of time, even in the wrestling business, you had old wall-hitting women fucking sabotaging the young women. Let alone this lady was a fucking pimp. She was what they call that, a madame? She was a madame.
I remember Moolah.
Wow.
I remember Moolah too.
Right. Fabulous Moolah.
She could never made it today.
Oh,
Look like Freddy Krueger.
Right. I mean, but
Or Betty Krueger.
But this is what your Brittany Renners, this is what they're gonna become. When they get this age, they're gonna be like this.
Oh yeah,
Predators.
absolutely.
Yeah. Women predators.
Oh, 6'9", old Brittany. Oh no, don't do that. I don't put that in my.
Not Griner. I'm talking about Renner.
No, Renner.
Brittany Renner. I was about to say, whoa.
No, not Griner.
Nah, the thought box. The thought box. I'm talking about the thought box.
Oh yeah.
Several accounts by women Moolah trained to wrestle, and they revealed Moolah blatantly exploited her students for decades. Her behavior wasn't widely reported for years, but then in 2018, WWE booked a women's battle royal for WrestleMania 34. They named it after Moolah, and social media went berserk, letting the world know what a horrible person she really was, including allegations of sex trafficking related to her students. WWE quickly attempted to put out the PR fire by renaming the match and releasing a statement to Newsweek that read, "After further consideration, we believe it's best to proceed with the name WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. What remains most important is that this historic match is part of WWE's unwavering commitment to the women's division." Cloudy days for Sunny. Sunny is one of the most famous divas in history. Despite
She is one of the most famous divas. She one of the most passed around females in that women's locker room. That's what she's famous for.
You know, she also get caught up in some DUI. She also caught. I think she was in jail recently. She's always caught up in some nonsense.
We're gonna get into
even
it
now. Yeah, she and I think she's sick too. She's sick, I believe, too. She has some type of I think she had a cancer or disease or something. She had a lot of stuff going on with her the past 2 years.
Facts.
Never being a wrestler, her beauty and charisma skyrocketed her to mainstream fame and super popularity. The problem of being so famous is that everyone sees your struggles, and Sunny's post-WWF life has mostly been one big struggle. As recapped by the Gossip Life, Sunny developed a severe drug and alcohol addiction while in the WWF. Once her drug use and backstage attitude became too much to bear, she was let go. She bounced around smaller promotions for a while, but could never kick her addictions. By 2011, her behavior had improved enough that WWE inducted her into its Hall of Fame, but the demons soon came calling again. In 2012, she was arrested 5 times in 4 weeks, and after a 5th arrest in early 2013, she received 114 days in jail. Post-jail, she began making money by doing naughty things over Skype for money. After 3 straight DUI arrests in 20...
Yeah, now, how the hell did she get that off when she was looking like she was 200 pounds overweight?
No, right.
She hit the wall hard, guys. Now, damn, white bread. Let me play that shit back.
Hit the brick wall.
Look at this shit. White bread. Look. That's where she went from. She was that.
And soon came calling again. In 2012, she was arrested.
What? I mean, damn, white bread.
What is the time frame? Like, how long was that? From the time she was fine to the time that this happened?
This had to been no give or take about 8, 9, 10 years.
Oh yeah, she went from
Yeah.
26 to 40.
Oh, yeah, she should be 30 something in this picture right here. Because when she was
Or
wrestling
late
in her
or
heyday,
late
she was
30s.
20 something.
Late 30s maybe. Yeah, she looked terrible.
35. This is disgusting. She looked like that teacher that need to go to sleep. She like that teacher that know nothing. Just look like a teacher and shit. Damn, look at this shit here.
You mean to tell me she was a sex worker?
What's right? How did she get it
Right.
off? How did she move product like this? There's some thirsty dudes out there, man. Boy, I tell you, y'all thirsty niggas gonna forever get his power away, man. Y'all niggas is wrong, B. May God strike y'all down tomorrow, B. Don't wake them niggas up, man.
5 times in 4 weeks, and after a 5th arrest in early 2013, she received 114 days in jail. Post-jail, she began making money by doing naughty things over Skype for money. After 3 straight DUI arrests in 2015 and an arrest for a parole violation in 2016, Sunny graduated from adult Skype.
Only women could run up records like that and not get no nothing for it. Like, don't learn your lesson. Why? Like, women don't learn their lesson in America, boy. Because ain't no accountability. Ain't nothing forcing them to be held accountable. Like, they charge us for shit. We slap somebody, we go to jail, gotta pay a fine. Don't pay child support, go to jail, gotta pay a fine. You know what I mean? If we forever gotta pay for our mistake, for our mistake.
Skype to adult movies, then was arrested again in early 2018.
The more people talk about me, the more I stay relevant, whether it's good or bad.
China's fall from grace. Once upon a time, China was a huge deal. A muscle-bound woman who could wrestle, China achieved mainstream fame and actually won the
Again, guys, God didn't create y'all to be like this, man. Y'all so looking over y'all shoulder at men, and y'all want to be men. Y'all want to be men. God didn't create this, guys. God didn't create this shit. You know what I mean? You're not happy with what you're not happy with what He gave you. You got to be going through some real shit to want to change and alter what the Most High gave you.
Facts. Yeah, China had a lot of problems. I know the history behind China. She had I know she didn't come from a great background. I mean, I'm not saying it's an excuse for everything else, but I know she had a very poor background.
Intercontinental Championship. For a brief period, she was even the top contender for the WWF World Championship, though her fall from grace was sadly not nearly as brief. After her release from the WWF in 2001, China began abusing drugs and alcohol, which coincided with an inability to find steady acting or wrestling work. She began to embrace her declining notoriety, appearing on shows like The Surreal Life, where her behavior was truly unusual. Her appearance on Celebrity Rehab featured an intervention from her ex-boyfriend, Sean X-Pac Waltman, and a televised admission that she might be an addict. But in addition to the intervention, X-Pac was also a catalyst in China finding a second career, adult movies.
I decided to make lemonade out of lemons, and that's when I went to Vivid.
Unfortunately, this second
And for the record, I don't cap for no religion, I don't cap for no race, but ain't a sister on here. Know what I mean? They do dumb shit elsewhere. Know what I mean? They do dumb shit elsewhere. But for the record, these are all my white breads acting a straight fool.
You're right.
Going through the same shit that we go over and react to every day on this channel. So miss me with the frickle shit. Stop putting roadblocks in front of me. I told y'all, I am the leader, yo. I am the chosen leader, bro. We need a leader. We need real leaders. We need people that's not gonna play this crayon box game with y'all. We need people that's not gonna play with the men, and we need people that's not gonna play with the women. We need people that's not gonna play with the truth. I'm here, and I'm on the come up. And you can hate by not liking, not subscribing, not sharing, but the truth is always gonna win. You know what I mean? It's always gonna win. It's over 6 million subscribers and people and followers to YouTube. So I'm a find my lane one of these days. I'm gonna hit the number. I'm gonna hit the number, and it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, guys. Yeah, hit that like button, guys.
Yeah, too. I want to add too. If you notice a lot of these women, these scandals, Goodbread, the path they're leading after, like China, for example, it either leads them to death or they spiraling down. They steady doing drugs and they end out of trouble. It's like they never find a pathway. They never find a path of back to where they should be. It just stays down and down, lower and lower. It's continue to lower themselves. You know what I'm saying?
You absolutely right, KDH. And what's sad about it is they all think that sex and women empowerment, taking clothes off, because that's what they all go to in the very beginning. They all go to this porn industry and this shit, and they're still not happy. You would think that the amount of women that reach for that shit will find their happiness because that's how fast they go reaching for it. And none of them find their happiness. In fact, they find the grave, like you said.
No, they get worse. They stay on drugs. They lead to death. Or they're just in the middle of nowhere doing nothing, or you just hear on news, or they homeless. They all lead
Well,
down the
I
wrong
just
path.
feel like that's an act of desperation. If anything, I'm sure if she could have continued to WWE, WWF, whichever it was, she would. But what actual skills did she have outside of WWE? Because once that is over with, it's not even realistic to think she can do anything else. What is she going to be? A teacher, an HR manager? She can't do any of the basic things everybody else can do. It's kind of like when a rapper falls off. Like
Bingo.
you have no skills.
Right. No fallback plan.
No, they just think they could do it forever. Like Goodbread was saying earlier with Fabulous Moolah, they do it when they're old, and then they still try to remain on top and don't let nobody else get none to shine. And that's not realistic.
And that's the go-to, the body. That's the go-to when
Right.
all else fails.
And that's the crab in the barrel mentality. That's where that's the exact evolving of the crab in the barrel. That's how it comes. That's how it came into existence.
And I would say this ties into the women today. The women at 40s and 50s still think they got it.
Right.
They get these BBLs, all these enhancements. I'm just saying enhancements. They get all these enhancements, think they still got it. They try to compete with the 20-year-olds and the 25-year-olds, and they know in good and well that they cannot compete with those women. They know that.
It's a fact. There's more hell of a mothers on Facebook than it is single women. Facebook, if anything, is for young kids and single women. You know what I mean? To do their little dating things, since everything is on the app nowadays. But single mothers should not be on social media. Point blank and period. They got way too much tasks, way too much other duties than to be on social media, sucking up all the dopamine from the little kids. Plus, truthfully, if you're a mother and you watch my channel, your kid wants you to sit down. Your kid told me to tell you to sit down and log off. You know what I mean? Your kid don't want you on social media. You be posting the shit before they get to post the shit. And they told me to tell you to sit down, yo. Alright, y'all? So please, yo, unhook from social media. If you a parent of 5, get the fuck off social media.
And stop calling yourself cougars. You ain't no cougars. You're hyenas. You ain't no damn cougar either. Man, sick of them saying that garbage.
Whole fact. Goddamn.
Help China clean herself up personally. She continued to drink and use drugs until she fatally overdosed in April 2016.
She became the only undefeated women's champion in WWF history. Chyna was 46 years old.
Sable's lawsuit fable. Sable certainly wasn't pro wrestling's first beautiful woman, but her provocative antics pushed the envelope and she became a big star as a result. She was even women's champion for 6 months despite having little to no in-ring ability. But in 1999, just a couple short years after she became a big star, Sable left the WWF and sued them for a whopping $110 million. As Sable alleged in her lawsuit, the WWF was pressuring her to participate in several storylines that pushed the envelope way too far, even for her. One such story.
Now this chick, she gonna go sue the WWE for pushing her too far, and then turn around and go sign for Playboy. And all they was trying to do was get her to do some whole shit on their TV. And it was no more different than what she was doing for Playboy, because they was just asking her to do little striptease matches and shit like that. Because that was when they was signing women for their skills. They wasn't signing women for no skills. They was signing women for looks. They was exploiting women.
Yeah.
And this is part of the reason. That's that seated root. This is that deep-seated root of the fact that Mandy Rose thinks she can get away with murder because of women like this who could rub Vince McMahon, tickle Vince McMahon's chin, and he slap him on the wrist, and they get to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And because they're blonde, because see, WWE got this thing where they love the women, the white women that have blonde hair, blue eyes, and a little booty fat, booty meat. They love those women, you know what I mean? They love those. They push those women to the moon. But for some reason, they never got behind Mandy Rose, and she fit their stereotypical prototype look to the T. But they never really got behind her.
Well, the reason for that is Goodbread. She came up during the wrong era. She came up during the PG era, like it is now. She came up during the Attitude era. It would have worked better in her favor. That's her problems. And also, Vince McMahon was gone. Remember, he's gone now. It's Triple H and Stephanie. Stephanie McMahon running it. So she's co-CEO with Nick Khan. But if she came during the Attitude Era, yeah, it would have worked perfectly for her. Because that's what Divas was. That's when it was about divas, and it was all about looks and eye candy.
Right. It was about divas and steroids. Now it's about actual skill and endurance and stamina. And the little guys is taking over. Salute to CM Punk and Daniel Bryan for breaking through and
Rey
shining
Mysterio.
light.
Rey Mysterio
and Rey
too.
Mysterio. Yeah, definitely. Eddie Guerrero, the cruiserweights.
Storyline would have involved her exposing her chest on live TV.
She claims the management of the WWF sexually harassed her and looked the other way when male wrestlers did the same.
Sable's lawsuit detailed the harassment, saying men would cut holes in the walls to watch the women dressing. In other cases, men would reportedly walk into the ladies' dressing room accidentally on purpose, or the company would hire actresses to go into the crowd and flash the fans. The lawsuit was settled out of court, but then Sable floundered for a few years, returned to WWE to participate in a few more risque storylines, left soon after. And
now, what kind of hypocritical shit is that? You gonna sue the company? This is what I mean by people that think they slick and they go stumble into money without having knowledge of what to do with this money now. You know what I mean? Because remember, if you get the money before you get the knowledge, you're gonna blow the bag and be looking like an asshole. You know what I mean? Not knowing how to get the bag back. But when you get the knowledge and then the bag, you ain't losing that motherfucking bag. But this is what modern women do. Modern women always get into some fuck shit and stumble over a come up. Because that's all it is. It's a come up. It's not a blessing. God give you blessings. He don't give you come ups. Come ups is only handed out from the devil. Yeah. Yes. Now, because a come up is some slick, mingy shit you ain't have to work for. You see? And anything God give you, you have to work for it. Yeah. Your pastor ain't going to tell you that on Sunday, but I will.
The only thing that The only thing that saved Sable that I somewhat respect her for, she married Brock Lesnar, and that's why she ain't struggling on money and nothing else. That's the only thing that saved her. If she weren't married to him, she would be fucked like the rest of them.
And that's a fact.
The only
Brock
thing that
Lesnar's a
saved
big
her.
simp. Brock Lesnar another one.
And Brock Lesnar got a lot. He get big bank over there, so she ain't got to worry about struggling, nothing like that. That's the only thing she did smart that saved her ass. She married a simp like him, like you said.
And that's Samson right there. The big, strong, brutally, tough guy, country guy, soft though, mentally soft. How the fuck you marry a hoe? And you know a history in there. And you stole her from Mark Marrow.
Not even just that, Goodbread. Brock Lesnar, he had a fiance with twins. He was with someone too. He was cheating on her with Sable. So he ain't no better than Sable is. They both in the wrong.
Yep.
He left his fiance to be with her. He left that one to be with Sable.
Hell of a sons love hoes. Love hoes.
Yeah, he ain't no good either. He's just as bad as Sable. So it ain't just her that he stole. He has someone too.
And is now fully immersed in her second career, being Brock Lesnar's wife.
Yeah, it's for real.
Sensational Sherry's toughest battle. Sensational Sherry Martel was one of the most notorious managers the WWF ever had. Unlike some of the more demure female personalities at the time, Sherry was known for screaming, threatening, kicking, punching, choking, brandishing weapons, and generally doing whatever it took to get her client to win. If that meant dressing up like an evil cat monster, so be it.
She used to scare me.
She is crazy.
She used to scare me, no cap, bro.
Yeah, she was very strange.
She was a scary woman, bro. She was that lady that lived on the first floor, bro. She was scary, yo. She scared me. Very unpredictable.
Yeah, she was strange. Man, I remember her. Yeah, she was very strange.
Unfortunately, Sherry battled drug-related demons for a long time that interfered with both her career and life. In 1993,
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you, white bread, yo. It look like y'all got a problem with drugs and shit, yo. Y'all got a problem with drugs. Y'all like drugs? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Cause we talk about us black folks in our 80s era and shit, but y'all motherfuckers
They don't do
like
drugs nowhere near like they do.
What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck going on? It's like, what's going on, ladies? Y'all be that depressed? Depression hit y'all hard and shit.
She definitely grinding those teeth in that picture.
Oh, yeah, she got lockjaw. That's lockjaw.
Yep.
WWF fired her after she failed 3 drugs tests, and in 1997, rival WCW fired her for arriving at a show intoxicated.
She failed 3 drug tests, yo. How do they still be having jobs, yo? How do they still be getting just a slap on the wrist? Like, any male get charged for anything that we just went over with that these bitches got charged for. He only get 1 strike and he's done.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. They don't get nowhere near as many chances. And another thing too, they enforce that wellness program like they do now. That's the one thing I was saying at the fence back then. They wasn't pushing that until Eddie Guerrero passed away.
Facts. And it's sad, yo. Look at all of these stories as you go digging backwards now that we got access to the shit. These shits was never really headliners, bro. They suppressed these shits about these women very well. Very well, bro. Look at all these shits and these celebrities. And we ain't get to be nosy in their business. How many of y'all finding this shit out for the first time today? Like, these
Me,
old
the one on the
hoes,
video.
yo. Look at these raggedy white girls, yo. These old raggedy white girls. And y'all, this is who our sisters worship as God. These are the gods. These girls can't keep their nose clean, yo. God can keep his nose clean.
Literally can't keep it clean. Literally.
I'll be damned, B.
At the time of her tragic death in 2007, Sherry was battling major back pain. According to reports, her autopsy concluded she had multiple drugs in her system as she died. One of these drugs was a large amount of oxycodone, which she likely used to try to relieve her back pain. A flair for trouble. Charlotte Flair may be Ric Flair's daughter, but she probably would have become a champion and superstar even without being born into wrestling. She's tall, strong, athletic, and driven to succeed. Unfortunately, she also has her father's knack for getting in unnecessary real-life trouble. In September 2008, a young Charlotte, then known by her real name Ashley, was involved in an altercation between her boyfriend and her father that left Rick injured, though Rick never bothered to press charges against anyone. The cops, however, charged Charlotte with assault on a police officer after she allegedly kicked a cop and had to be taken.
Well, I'll be goddamn.
I knew about that. Yeah, she's on her third marriage right now. Now she's got married to Andrade. That's her third marriage. So that lets you know right there. And they
I mean, she's laughing and crying at the same time in that picture. I think we need to cover that. Like those is conflicting emotions is going on right now, and she definitely don't got them all.
She's a train wreck. Yeah, she's a train wreck, no doubt. She's definitely a train wreck. She had a history of domestic, and that's very alarming.
Yeah, and then she had a relationship with old boy, the other cokehead, Alberto Del Rio,
Alberto Del Rio, yeah.
Yeah, the wild Mexican dude, yo. You see, I tell you guys, these all races, they like Pookie, because that's a Pookie Mexican. That's a little Chihuahua boy right there. Yeah.
He is, though.
Andre, that nigga crazy.
See.
That nigga is crazy. Alberto is crazy. He a wild boy. That nigga a wild Mexican.
Paige. That's how I knew he was crazy. He was messing with Paige. That's how I knew
he was crazy. Who also
Dude.
got caught up in the scandal. I ain't get to touch on hers because hers is too. YouTube would definitely ban me. You know what I mean? This Paige girl, guys, is the girl that had the threesome. She got ran through. She had a train. She got the train ran on her willingly.
Yep.
Willingly, she offered it. She forced it. In the video, she forced it.
She for the streets. Literally for the streets.
This the shit that go on behind doors in WWE, guys. Very juicy. This is the tea.
In January 2009, Charlotte pleaded guilty to resisting arrest in exchange for having the cop assault charge dropped. She got 45 days in jail, which the judge turned into supervised probation and a small fine. Charlotte married the boyfriend from the brawl in 2010, divorcing him the next year. According to her book Second Nature, the divorce came after continuous domestic violence episodes became too much to bear. Honest about it.
You're seeing, guys, I'm going to keep it real. You know, we've removed the gray area. This is a classic case of a woman coming up with a dad, but because the dad got the Jezebel spirit and he a whole hoe out there in the street, what you think? What you think going to happen? He either going to raise a masculine female daughter or he going to raise a prostitute. You know what I mean? And look, he got a masculine female daughter who is promiscuous.
Yep.
But it's really hard when people on social media are like, gosh, she's just like her dad, married twice. Like, I'm embarrassed of that.
In the years since, Charlotte has seemingly kept the drama confined to in-ring stories, and for her sake, let's hope it stays that way.
So it's a blessing. I mean, it's a mixed blessing.
R-rated Asuka. One of WWE's newest superstars is Asuka.
I want to say something about Charlotte. If you notice, Goodbread, when Charlotte was married, her first two marriages with a white dude, you notice that she started messing with Hispanic dudes. I think white dudes didn't want to deal with her no more. I think that's why she started messing with Hispanic dudes.
I agree with that.
Don't you notice she starts shifting over? She's married to a Hispanic guy now, and she's with Alberto Del Rio, like you mentioned. Them white dudes don't want to be bothering with her no more. That's something going on with Charlotte.
Something is definitely going on with her. Either that or she's just that toxic. And she see that she can control. Cause you know, one thing I know about our white breads, Karen, Becky, you know what I mean, and Amanda. I mean, one thing I know about these bitches is they think that us black folks and us Latin folks and Latinos, they think we worship them. So they think we love them. Like they think we like lust over them. They in their mind, they think we lust over them.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? So they think that we value them more then we value ourselves and our own sisters. So they already go into the relationship looking down on us. You know what I mean? And they only mess with us because they have that toxicity complex too. They not low. They be mad at their parents. They got hell of a mothers in the white community too. And they don't be liking their mother and father because they still as ideologies. So to get them mad, they'll fuck one of us. And
Yeah.
that's how that go down. Whole time we thinking we special and we thinking we doing something, we getting used.
Spite, you're doing it in spite of.
Right. And we can never build anything. All it is a fuck because they can't build nothing with us, really. You know what I mean? And they only mad for the moment. You know, we all know that they're reactional. They're not logical. So they'll do that for you. They'll do that right down, right then and there. And then next week, dub your ass.
That's what I think happened to that guy. You know, the woman that was beating him up in the elevator that deleted him. I think that's what happened with those two. He worshiped her because she was beating on him. He didn't do nothing about it. He still stayed with her until he passed away.
Yeah,
I think
and
because he worshiped her.
That's part of the reason why we removed gray area over here, and it's nothing like the righteous fair because we don't pander. So we bring awareness to all areas of the board, especially defense. We a defensive channel. You know what I mean? If you want the offense, you can go to one of them goofy ass channels that give you offense all day. You know what I mean? But defense win the championships, and you gotta pay attention. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know yourself first. You have to know yourself first before you start going out here, you know what I mean, attracting who you are. If you don't change the laws of your mind, you're gonna attract the old you. Pretty much.
Who went undefeated for over 900 days before finally losing to Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 34. WWE is proud to present the Empress as a super powerful warrior who will probably make you cry before punching you once, but they'd rather you not focus on her decidedly family-unfriendly pre-WWE days. Earlier in her career, she was known for provocative matches, sometimes against women, but also against men. In one match, she beat her lady opponent and attempted to remove her clothing while licking her ear. Don't expect that footage to show up in her next WWE hype video. Outside of the ring, Asuka was also a model.
I want to say one other thing about Asuka, and it's allegedly, guys. It's allegedly, and I didn't add it in this clip. I didn't add it in this video, but there's a match where she's fighting a man, and she looks like a man in that match, guys. You know what I mean? So, and I did hear rumors that she's been a transsexual for a long time, for like a while now, and I mean that's just allegedly.
It don't surprise me. It don't surprise me because she always seemed kind of masculine to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at her pictures, there's pictures where she has no titties, bro, and then there's pictures where after the surgery, allegedly, and you see where she have her cleavage line tells it all. You know what I mean? You gotta look back at her old matches, NXT matches, where she had the boy chest.
And I wonder too, is that why they pushed her? Because they just mentioned she was undefeated in NXT. She held the title more longer than anybody. Because she had broke Goldberg's record of being undefeated so long. And I think that's why, because she's more, like you just said, seem more masculine and feminine.
Right.
Model and actress. However, WWE isn't likely to showcase her work on TV anytime soon. One photo shoot involved her wearing a revealing military uniform that included a swastika, while her filmography includes several films that don't actually show naughty things but strongly imply them. WWE certainly has no issue with their women being seen as beautiful, but the age of promoting looks over in-ring ability is long gone. And even when WWE did focus on looks over wrestling, Asuka pushed the envelope further than the WWE would ever have dared.
And that's a fact, guys. And that brings us to the conclusion of our show tonight, man. It's been a fun one, man. It's been a good one. Got the mix in the red pill with the WWEs. That's my two favorite things. And, man, it's been an honor, man. I had a star-studded panel. Man, I appreciate y'all guys, man.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah, appreciate you, Goodbread, letting us on here. Appreciate you letting me on here, man. It was my first time being on the panel for the whole thing, so I appreciate that. Much respect to you.
No doubt. And KDH, man, you got big plans coming up, man. You want to share anything with the audience, get them ready. Know what I mean? Wet the whistle a little bit. Know what I mean? A little marketing. Got anything you want to market, KDH, before we get on out of here?
Early next year, I plan on launching a wrestling channel of talking about many topics in wrestling, the men's, the women's, different aspects of everything, and probably pay-per-views. Plan on doing that. Got some good ideas going. Want to, put that on there to the screen, and just get some good content out there. The truth, of course. Not no sipping and all that, but yeah.
Yo, you inspired the shit out of me, KDH, man. Go on and wrap it up. Go on, wrap us up, man. You inspired the shit out of me, man. I so appreciate you, man. You're a huge part of the Righteous Fair. I mean, it's so many of y'all good brothers, man. T.O., Daniel Brown, XL
It's
Pro,
a lot of us,
man.
yeah.
Man, we got a aviated, man. CeeLo. Man, we got a bunch of y'all, man. It's a bunch of y'all. And then we got the new guys that's coming over, that be rocking with me in the community tab. And y'all understand what we doing. Y'all understand. I mean, y'all ain't trying to put hurdles in my way. Man, I fucking love y'all, man. Y'all know we got something different. And KDH, man, you coined the phrase, my favorite phrase, man. Righteous Fair Undefeated,
Undefeated, Righteous Fair Undefeated, man. And I appreciate. I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Jalen Boss.
Jalen Boss.
Yep.
Okay, I appreciate Jalen Boss. I appreciate you coming on here, hearing your input. Helping us out in the Righteous Fair. Seems like you're very comfortable, being here. So I appreciate that. Appreciate Goodbread. Like I said before, you put the red pill and you put the WWE together. You put the 15 A-looks. The panel, Righteous Fair Undefeated, Righteous Fair Forever. It's my new saying now. Righteous Fair Forever too. But this video shows that, like you said, this is not a black woman problem. This is a modern woman thing. And you got to keep your eye on the ball, because the beauty can distract you. The Lilith can distract you. And you just got to point out, you got to pay attention to everything and look for even the smallest red flags. I learned that just watching this whole thing, you cannot ignore it. And it's easy to ignore it, but you got to pay attention to the whole thing. It don't matter what race she is. It could be white or Hispanic or Asian. They're going to pull the same BS that black women will pull. Because I don't want to pick on just black women doing this, but it's all races doing this. It's a modern women problem, and it's proven as a modern women problem. That's why men are going overseas now. So that's how I know it's not just black women; it's all of them.
It's an American woman,
American woman problem. It's not just black women. So that you pointed that out very clearly. That you gotta watch out. So many Liliths out here, man. It really is. That's the problem. It's too many Liliths out here, and I keep saying that. It's very hard to find an Eve, but it is possible to find an Eve.
That's a good word. Perfect. Worded that perfectly, man.
Yeah, you can find one, but you gotta dig deep, and you gotta put in the time in. So, I hope the Goodbreads and especially the young lads out there, they see that. And they put the knowledge they know, and just put that out there, and just stick to that. And I think that's all I got. Unless Jalen want to say something.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is like my first time being a part of something like this. How y'all think I do it?
Man, you did great, man.
You did well, man. Did very well.
Appreciate it.
Right in, bro. You could. If I was coming to the channel first time, I'd have thought you been here before. Shit, I wouldn't.
Man, yeah, I was hoping. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit nervous, but I ain't let it show. I thought I was gonna stumble.
Nah, man.
Because the reason I say it's good with you, I've seen men on other panels, they overtalk each other, they get emotional, go back and forth, they scream at each other, and then they threaten each other and all that stuff. There's none of that going on here. And
Yeah,
I'm glad there's none that's going on here. We could be men about this. We could agree. We could disagree. We can debate. We can say our points, our talking points, and we just go on to the next subject.
yeah,
Right.
and that's a productive conversation. I didn't,
Right.
man. I didn't had non-productive conversation before, so
Hey,
that
so a lot
definitely
of
ain't a good thing.
Like I
a lot of
told you
hell of
guys,
sons out here.
right? Like I told you guys in the back chat, what make the righteous fear different is because it starts from the top down. Y'all could check my ass. Y'all free to check me. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna fuck up. You know what I mean? And I encourage the check down because it's gonna make me greater. You know what I mean? So when the leader or the host of the show is leading like that, then everybody else gonna fall under the umbrella and gonna be dope. We gonna be dope over here because it's all about how you gonna use your smarts. Cause we all smart. Little do you know, we all smart. You know what I mean? But how do you use your smarts to get the message across? Cause we all have one message. You know what I mean? We all have one message. Let the modern people kill themselves off. That's the message. Step back. This is a good versus evil war. And unfortunately, hell of a mothers don't get checked down. So they have been able for 50 years to raise the prostitutes and the emotional, immature men that's running around here. Whether you like it or not, ladies.
It's
The
true.
men are weak because the mothers don't want them to be strong. So you can blame the man all day long. Your problem is hell of a mother's. So now you either roll with us or you against us. And you're just gonna feel away every time we speak.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead,
wanted that.
J Boss, man. Market your drink and send us home, man.
You said send it home.
Send us home. You got the honest
Hey
tonight, baby.
man, listen, Jalen Boss, check it out. Mr.Goodbread, we definitely in business, y'all. I don't know, man. What do I say? What a time to be alive. That's my saying.
Men are awesome. Salute the dirty folks, man. Men are awesome, man. Yo, let's see what we got in the chat tonight, man. We got RPA, Red Pill Awareness. Salute to you. Let me throw some tunes on and shit, man. We had a good one tonight. This was a real powerful one. Like we had fun, but we kept it powerful, yo. And
Yeah,
y'all
it was good
ladies,
stream.
if y'all need help, y'all got 15. Y'all play the playback. Y'all got 15 things to work on. You know what I mean? 15 of them things. Don't be
Yeah,
shy.
use the comments in the playback too.
Right. Right. So let's see who we got in here. Let's see who we got in the house.
That we've always talked about on this platform.
In the
that
class
a lot
tonight,
of times the worst
y'all.
ideas
We got
get out to the black
RPA.
community because
Salute
the Negroes on
RPA.
TV care nothing about actually
You know the
going
vibes
and
in
building
here.
for the community.
We got
The reason
Killer
they don't is
Quabo. Y'all
because
go
if they
check
do
Killer
that, they'll be
Quabo
punished.
out
They'll be
too,
taken off
man.
the platform
We
and
gonna grow
replaced
the
by
righteous
somebody
family. We got
who
some
plays
new
bump.
improved
They'll be
channels.
punished. They'll be
Remember,
taken off the
we
platform
getting
and
them old
replaced by
guards out
somebody
of here. Them
who
niggas
plays
that's
bump.
clutching the torch. We want a torch that can be passed around. We want a durable torch. You know what I mean? Because I don't even like holding the torch for too long because my hands start getting hot and shit. So I want to be able to pass it to a young dude and let him run with it. You know what I mean? And then he pass it to somebody and run with it. Because you know what? I'm going to talk about the manosphere real quick. Because in the manosphere, I'm starting to notice how the torch gets stopped at one little guard hold the torch. And y'all cool with one nigga holding the torch while everybody stand around and look to this dude. Now, what happened when this dude died? Then the torch got to take a dip and it go out. And then we got to get all this we got to get all this momentum back. That don't make sense. When you share the torch, when one guy go down with a little fire, it's still lit and it's still bright, guys. So y'all come on over to the right there. Get a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Bring them all, yo. Bring them all. You know what I mean, guys? Word. What's going on with y'all? We out here tonight. We got my boy D Brown in the house. What up, D Brown? Zone TV. That's my guy, Zone. Word, Zone. I'm working on your intro. I got something with your intro, man. Got something new coming. Kevin Smith, what's up, my guy? Salute. We got the Queen of Virtues in the house right now. That's what's up, Queen. Steve T. What up, my guy, Steve? IRTS TV, what's good, my guy? Shoot first. Professor, bro to the pro. We got the bell. My God, the bell. MVP all the time. MVP. That boy, he's my accolade, yo. I tell you, between him and KDH, man, I don't know, man. Y'all gonna get this work 2023, messing with him and KDH. Y'all gonna get all this work. Salute to my guy, Mr. Approach. Mr. Approach, man. You the man. You the greatest, Mr. Approach. You know what I mean? Where we at? Stilo. That's my OG, man. That's my OG. He's seen this from little seed to the big tree. He had a chance. He's my verification. He's my check down. If I'm lying, he'll check down on me. If I tell y'all some bullshit, he'll check down on me. I grew up with dudes like that. I grew up with older dudes that ain't had time to play with you. And I grew up with real OGs that ain't want to see me get locked. Because for some reason, the OGs I grew up with, they knew this. They knew this right here. They knew this because they'd take guns out of my hand. They'd take whole packs out of my hand. Like, no, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? That's what we need to get back to. Because the OGs now, they just want clout. They want the little niggas to look up to them. You're not helping, Goofy. You're not helping, Goofy. And you're not nobody, big homie, yo. You know what I mean? But word. Salute to my guy, Zill. Zill, what up, man? Zilla in the house. XL Pro. You already know that's the architect. We got Brian Turner in the house. BT, what up, my guy? New Orleans. We got E. Taylor 704. Salute to you, brother, and welcome to class. And I know I missed somebody, a new person. We got Dirty Folks. Sir Weebong Ventura. I like that, yo. I like that. Let's get ready to rumble. Yeah. You gotta be careful with saying that on stream, too. That's the copywritten to the T. Word. Shit, man, we had a good old show tonight, man.
It's a great show tonight, man. Great show. Have fun, man.
Facts, guys. All right, man. So if y'all ain't got nothing else to market or say, then we can go on and wrap this up, man. Again, I want to say thank y'all both, yo. I appreciate y'all, man.
Likewise.
Guys.
I appreciate you, Goodbread.
Appreciate you.
Guys, if y'all want more content and in real life, if y'all want to see how me and Jalen Ball sit down in real life, sign up for our Facebook. Y'all need to see us on Facebook. I tell y'all, guys, your content creator, how he talk on YouTube, gotta match how he talk in real life. You know what I mean? And there's no better way to see how I get down in real life than Facebook. All right, guys, it's been real. Y'all wrap up. Y'all strap up. Y'all drink responsibly. It's Friday. Don't lose your mind. It's going to be Friday next week. It's going to be a Friday after that. Don't have to spend all your money. All right? Don't have to spend all your money trying to keep up with folks that's going to be poor next year. You know what I mean? Remember, you want to be rich next year. So don't spend all your money this year. All right? Stop acting like Friday is the only day of the week to celebrate. You celebrate when good things are accomplished. Remember, happiness comes from accomplishments. So if you're not happy, guess what? Yeah, you's a dummy and you ain't doing nothing. That's what that means, guys. We out of here on that. Love y'all to death, man. Y'all be safe, man. Word.
Yep.
All right.
Interesting is the way he challenges the black elite. He talks about the black elite that's on TV and speaks that honest truth that we've always talked about on this platform, that a lot of times the worst ideas get out to the black community because the Negroes on TV care nothing about actually going in and building for the community. And the reason they don't is because if they do that, they'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball. They'll be punished. They'll be taken off the platform and replaced by somebody who plays ball.
Live from Harlem, New York, put your hands together for Mr. Goodbread. You bitch ass nigga. You better recognize and you better like and subscribe. Motherfucker.